Good evening, everybody. It's been a bit, but you know what? I am glad to be getting back to this chapter. Where we last left off, we kind of, honestly, had, like a weird change for this. For going through this game so far. We actually kind of like cut off at the middle of a chapter to an end of chapter 7. We wrapped that up. Chapter 6. Wrapped that chapter up, and then we ended up going straight back into chapter 8. And now we're just about to get to the crux of Chapter 8. After, honestly, this game's worst example of backtracking. But without stalling for much longer, why don't we get on with it, shall we? So, we finally managed to track down General White. Finally managed to get the A-OK to blow the smithereens off to the can to get to the moon. And yeah, as I said last time, this is honestly my least favorite part of the game. And just double checking, I did end up getting Spacewood. I want to show this off, so I hope it kicks in. I hope what happens when I use it happens, because it is a very weird item. So, we're finally ready to blow this thing to Kingdom Come. But the General White is back, then Big Bomb's grand reveal cannot be far behind. I could just explode with delight. Now let us shoot you guys to the moon. We've done it, old boy! Now you follow me. Yeah, no, like... Hurry on now, this way, this way. Yeah, you can tell that they were getting to the end of the game. Because, like, I know a lot of the stuff to, like, this place in particular, a lot of, like, this warp was backtracking, like, 2 screens of a town. In my heart, I feel ready to explode. Shaboom. Shaboom. Now we go. Now we talk to the mayor. Shashoom. But, like, in terms of, like, all the towns and exploration, like, I guess most towns have been 2 screens, and, like, yeah, this is only half the chapter. But again, a lot of the events leading up to this chapter in particular is just backtracking. It's honestly my least favorite part of the game to play through, if I'm being honest. I just love these little, like these shivering sprites that they added. It's honestly just, it's nice to see it in the remake that they really did add a bunch of, they added, like, you know, a bunch of, you know, characterization, like other animations here, even though the sound design kind of suffers for it. Now you stand here. Okay. You know, if that leads into the canon, like, that is probably the weirdest... General White, is Big Bomb ready? Oh, leave it to me. Now, man, you know the drill. Load Big Bomb. Now, positions, everyone. Yes, sir. Not gonna lie, weirdest way to, like, for a loading bay, you know? Also a little concerning that shack's key isn't the shape of a skull. Bring guidance system online. Online, sir. System check. System check. All clear. Prepare Big Bomb's detonation sequence. Open outer hatch. Opening hatch. Open inner shutters. Opening inner shutters, sir. Now, a part of me has to wonder what exactly this cannon was for. I mean, lift Big Bomb into position. Lifting, sir. Like, there's only so few practical applications that, you know, a cannon like this would have. And it's also nice that Mario didn't, like, float down and, you know, like, ding the side of his head against the outer barrel of that cannon, and, you know, just fall in, like, into the abyss down below. It's really lucky that they didn't have, you know, a good thing that didn't happen, seeing how, you know, they didn't have, like, a guidance tube or anything. Acquire target, the moon. Direction. Direction, 75.23. Elevation, 5.466. Range, 369... 389603. Now, I kind of want to know what unit of measurements these guys use. Yeah, just like, what exactly are they using here? Wind speed, 1.8. Correct elevation. Correct direction, 3.03. Correct elevation, 2.39. Yeah, I'm sorry, this cannon is literally... I kind of want to know. This is like Big Bertha almost, in terms of, like, scope. Now, everybody in. Oh, wonder where all those extras came from. It's crowded in here. Boom. Stop pushing, Bazoon. Close chamber hatch. On my foot, it's tight in here. Boom. Getting nervous. Stop breathing on my neck. Conditions all green. Stand by. Okay. It is time. Big Bob Cannon. Fire! You know, it's that... If you were made up of a race of creatures that could explode on impact, on will, and not take damage, using yourself as a propulsion system is actually pretty smart. Good luck, Mario. Honestly, of all the ways to travel through space, cannon shot into the moon? Not the worst idea. I mean, let's be honest, that's what just rockets are. Like, most conventional rockets is just a shit ton of explosives to get from point A to point B. This just, you know, gets rid of... You know, I know I was supposed to press A, but I think I should let them just, you know, struggle a bit. But yeah, no, this just gets rid of the need for having a rocket. Honestly, it's pretty efficient. Hopefully you don't splat at impact, but... Oh. Come on, out we go. You don't splat at impact, it should be good. Well, that was a bumpy trip. What? Who have guessed I get to do such a thing. Also, I love how we figured out a way to get to the moon, but not a way to get back. Well, oh boy, we're really on the moon, by crappery. So, what say you? Shall we find the last crystal star and save Peach? Hmm? And one thing to point out immediately, we actually have moon physics. Oh, they even stretch up Mario's... You know... They stretch out his jump sound. Kinda helps sell that, you know, everything's slow in space. But, you know, it's... One part kind of frustrating because you walk slower, but on the other hand, the fact that they, you know, took this into account... Again, this game has so many, like, fine little details and, like, little touch-ups that really help sell and give each chapter its identity. So it's always nice. I don't have the inventory space. So it's always nice to see this sort of stuff, you know? It's just fun. And, like, unfortunately, it's just because I'm older and more jaded. I know, I don't quite get the same, you know, sense of wonder. I suppose that's what... Oh. Goombella, we are gonna need to battle. But I suppose, you know, that's just, you know, the passage of time and everything. And we're now at the point where these newer enemies just don't do any damage. Or, you know, only give us 2 star points, so we're not too concerned. Anyway, I want to get the full tattle. That's a moon cleft. It's your basic cleft living on the moon. Max HP is 6, attack is 5, and defense is 5. Defense is high as usual, and fire attacks don't work against it. If you turn over an explosion, though, its defense goes down to 0. I might as well swap out Bobbery. You know, let's just show that off before, you know, I just ultimately just annihilate this thing. Now, this has given us, like... Twist on the battle theme here is a lot more... I know, tries to be more techno and sci-fi. Oh, that's nice. Even the coins made the... So, since I played the OG, I don't remember the coins actually following, you know, gravity physics. Oh yeah, no, they are going full rave with this. Yeah, no, they're going completely flip brave with this. You know, given what's coming up soon, like, I shouldn't be too surprised. Anyway, normally that'd just flip him over and do, you know... With Bobbery, you'd have to, like, you know, use your regular attacks now. But, I mean, that's 26 damage off the bat. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that so much. A little late on the trigger there. But we'll let Bobbery think that he's contributing a bit. Oh. And with that, this cleft is pretty much... It's screwed 9 ways from Sunday, let's be real. Yeah, like I said, I've never done a Danger Mario build before. So, like, regular enemies, I can just kind of crunch through them. I don't think I'll get a challenge until, like, actual bosses or the pit. Which, I mean, spoiler warning, I am going to be doing the Pit of 100 Trials at some point. Okay. The thing is, since the thing with New and Clef, since it's, you know, slow... Yeah, since it's, like, you know, slower on the moon, I can actually get the spin jumps. But I really don't need them anymore, like... Yeah, no. This is all I need to do. 2 FP and I get a chance to, like, reclaim it at the end, so... Like, at the start of each match, I get to reclaim, like, 2 FP or have a chance to it thanks to my, Lucky Day badge. So, like, yeah, no, it's... I was thinking Hemming and Ham got maybe doing it this time around, but, like... Yeah, Danger Mario is fucking busted. Like, I'm surprised how busted it is. And I'm refusing to use Power Bounce. Just imagine what it'd be like if I could actually use it. Like, yeah, no, not even bosses would really stand much of a chance. It's nutty. Earthquake that I can't quite get a hold of. There we go. Now let's blow another hole open. Oh, I want to make space for this. Even though, like, it overheals me for, like, way too much. Oh. I wanted to use that for cooking before we left. So, you know what? We'll just eat some pasta. Now, the thing... Part of me wonders, like, in terms of, like, pasta. Like, I know that's, like, a staple dish for a lot of people, but I never got it, you know? Like, I'd always be more of, like, either of, like, you know, rice type of guy. Not as helpful. At least this place, like, if you want to, you know, spend some time as Bobbery, you at least, you know, get some, like, opportunities to get some, like, items and whatnot. Just in case you have to come up here with absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'll just multi-bounce. I honestly can't believe... I know I keep, like, harping on this, but I genuinely am surprised at how effective Danger Mario is. Like, watch as soon as I go to, like, a boss I can get by my defense, and I can they'll absolutely stop me. But I haven't got any game overs this playthrough yet. So I'm hoping that kicks up, or stays up. Now, why don't we try... Now, we'll let Bobbery go first, why not? Make the fight last a little longer. Okay, jump on whoever we got going on next. Oh! Ouch. Now, the fact that that did 1 damage to everyone tells me that either pierces defense, or that moon backdrop does a lot more damage than what I expected. Okay, Bobbery, you can finish this one. I'll let you have it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started to do this playthrough, I was legitimately, you know, considering just going Tank Mario and just play like I played through the first time and upgrade nothing. Absolutely nothing but my health. And just slowly grind everything down. I mean, that's an equally boring, like, playthrough, really. I mean, it makes sense. Like, for your kid, no matter... I'm not sure if anyone else has had this experience before, but when you were a kid... Oh, that might actually be helpful. But when you were a kid, have you ever, like, played through an RPG and your main strategy was just to mash standard attack? And just have that be your main thing? Because you didn't get, like, what special moves were? I mean, I was one of those kids for the longest time, and I found RPGs kind of hard to play through. Like, nowadays, you know, I try to use stuff like, you know, a balanced party composition. Oh, that's a nice little detail of the comic. They just added on a wire. But, you know, it's... Nowadays, like, balanced party composition, what can I get away with status effects, all that sort of stuff. But I know, there's something, I don't know, refreshingly fun about being all unga-bunga on something. I know, it's... I mean, I don't think it's a well-designed game if you can get through it using nothing but standard attack, but at the same time, it feels like something that you should be able to do for the most part. Like I said earlier, there's always, like, those enemy types that have, like, high defense that you're supposed to hit with a weakness. Or, you know, or, like, you know, weak to magic or something and just don't take any physical damage. It is always, always fun just to blast through them. And just blow a hole through it through sheer raw power and just ignore the whole... Oh, hello. I didn't know you were out here. You know what, this is also weird, because I swear in the original, you had to go to the left. You started from the left and went, started from left and went right instead of from right to left. Anyway, let's find out what your deal is. Now, since I'm going to need to get one of your buddies scanned as well, a Z-Yux. Zucks. And I can't really say Zucks anymore just because, you know, Mark Zuckerberg. That's a Z-Yux. It's genetic improvement on the original Yux. Max HP is 7, attack is 4, and defense is 0. Multiple mini Z-Yux will appear to protect the main unit, as you'd expect. They also sometimes restore HP to the main unit, which really burns me up. Doesn't have much HP, but those barriers often protect it from attacks. Now, you see, that's actually a very unique concept where, you know, you gotta deal with the shielding enemies first, or, like, you know, the enemies that give that boost to the main person. Really? We were not gonna summon out your... There we are! The mini Z-Yux, here we go. This is what I needed. That's a mini Z-Yux. Lift protects the Z-Yux. There can be as many as 4. Max HP is 2, and defense is 0. Seems like they won't attack directly. However, if you don't figure these guys out, you'll never be able to attack the Z-Yux. Using multiple strike attacks to take them all out at once is totally a good idea. And I respect them protecting their whatever, but they get no mercy. You know what? I respect that. Where are the odds are getting a Shine Sprite bingo here? Yeah. Now, I forget. Does it completely take up their defense? Yep. Just want to double check. Oh, really? This is not what I want to get. Yeah, no, defense of the charm. I was hoping I'd get something else, but... Now, something I could probably show off. Flurry's marginally useful utility comes to play really good with the Yux enemies. Like, I think I may show this off at first. But honestly, for enemies like this, it's pretty effective. Like, doesn't require that many action commands, doesn't use up as much FP as, let's say, Stampede or Bob on Blast or Fiery Jinx. Yeah, no, Flurry has, like, weirdly, oh shit. Weirdly niche utility. Sir, I will deal with you in a minute. I need to collect some finances. There we go. Now I can deal with you. But, yeah, no, it's just funny in a weird sense of the way that just how odd Flurry, like, fits in the whole party dynamic sort of thing. Like, honestly, I wouldn't put her utility that high. Like, as a whole. So it's nice when I get to, you know, it's nice when I get to show off, like, what little utility she brings to the table. You know? Because I like experimenting with, you know... I like experimenting with, like, off-the-beaten-path, like, party members or strategies if I know a game. Like, it's one thing to, you know... It's one thing to, like, optimize, and, you know, try to get, like, the best strategy for every situation. But it's another thing to try to optimize a niche strategy or a niche, like, gameplay thing you want to explore. Oh. Oh. Power Punch. I might actually toss something for this. Oh. Now, I do more damage on a Thunder Rage. I do more damage on a Thunder Rage with 2 FP. So, oh, yeah, no, I don't really have really much of a use for it. Like, yeah, against, I do, what was it? What was that, 28? Yeah, 28 damage per normal jump. So, like, multi-bounce just kind of works as a general screen clear at this point. It's stuff like this is why I say, like, Spike Shield is such a useful badge in this game. Just because, like, with the right build, Mario can hit practically anything. The only thing I don't have an answer for as Mario on tap are ceiling enemies. And unfortunately, they kind of nerfed the fun, like, the more fun one of the two. Like, I still do not get what they were planning on for Hammer Throw. Like, reducing it to 2, but having it pierce defense? I mean, if it just did the same damage as your hammer, it'd be fine, but at this stage of the game, it's like... No, just basic 2 damage? I don't get it. I mean, maybe if you're using Hammerman, the Hammerman badge, but even still... Yeah, no, I was hoping... If they're gonna, like, do any minor rebalances, that wasn't one I just would have, you know, let it do the same damage as your hammer. Maybe reduce FP cost. Yeah, no, I really, at the end of the day, I really do like the badge system in this game. I kind of want to play more RPGs that have it, or something like it, you know? Like, the system's, like, very easy, like, to get a handle of. You know what? We'll do some more FP. Because we'll probably level up one more time before the chapter ends. Huh. That took a little while longer to load. But no, like, we get a little bit more EXP, or we'll get enough EXP to level up one more time before the chapter ends. And I think I'm gonna want to just stock up on some more badges, like, beforehand. Well, that's a neat little space base, but I don't want to go there just yet. I want to explore more of the moon. Like, it took us a lot of backtracking to get to this set piece. I kind of want to enjoy it a bit more. Besides, it's space. It's the moon. Who, if you were given the chance, like, would anyone honestly say no to, like, visiting the moon? Assuming, you know, you didn't have to do, like, anything super unethical to do that. I mean, there's a reason why, like, astronauts and whatnot, they go through, like, some of the best training, like, on the face of the Earth. Like, some of the most well-rounded training, both, like, academically, scientifically, physically, like, to get there. Like, space tourism isn't really much of a thing. So, like, I think if anyone was given the opportunity to get shot into the stratosphere, I think, like, I'm gonna cut rid of the Earthquake. Yeah, but Thunder Rage is just better. But, like, if you're given the opportunity to take it, like, I think most people will just take it and run. So I'm gonna do that exact same thing here. Oh. Okay. There we go. I wonder... Oh, it was just... Yeah, that's a regular hammer? That's odd. Actually, one other thing I'm gonna try... Let's see if the Ultra Hammer here... Oh, it does 3 damage. So it doesn't do like the bulk of doesn't really get the bulk of the damage I'd expect. Like to hang people in the background. Or like hang people behind it. Like I never really use the like the spring jump and the you know, upgrades that you get from the hammer and jump upgrades in this game. And I find like the badges typically do a better job of like providing that utility. But if you're doing like a badgeless run or like a niche type of playthrough, then yeah, it's nice to have these extra moves. Like this is the most I've ever used a spin jump. But yeah, point being from earlier, if you were to go to the moon at any point, you take it. I'm already at the moon, so I'm just going to explore the surface a bit more. Because I'm not going to lie, of all the parts of the game I kind of forget about. Because let's be real, the moon looks exactly the same. Pretty much all around like these little world maps. So I kind of want to see where these end up. A little too much depth. There we go. I could use... You know what? Might as well. Let's be honest. We can just up our FP. Why not? Water's amazing. But yeah, no, for a guy who, you know, with like my namesake and just kind of bills myself as like space guy, space fella, space dude, space whatever, I think I'm surprised it's taken me this long to actually go to the moon or any other like celestial body in the games I've played through. I mean, looking back, I guess Vector Man kind of counts since, you know, he came back from space, but I mean, and like landed on like another planet, but I don't think that really counts. Because like everything on like Vector Man 2, everything could pass as being on Earth. Like even that, especially that like oil rig planet, or that oil rig level, which honestly, metal as hell. There's something about like storming through like an industrialized zone or like an industrial complex that just kind of like hits the right spot. Like MGS5, like doing all that stuff on Mother Base, or you know, like an FOB mission, or just being attacked there. There's just something charming. And this is gonna sound like really weird. There's something charming about an oil rig of all things getting stormed. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that it's just a man-made construct. I really can't answer, but there's something, I find something endearing about those levels. That isn't just, you know, those two examples. Like, Oil Ocean in Sonic 2, really enjoy. Like, I think it has good music, I think it has good gimmicks. You know, it's a very memorable level to me. Which is weird because I know one place I would never really want to go would be an oil rig. Which is weird. Like, if someone told me, hey, you want to visit an oil rig? Not particularly, like, I guess. I don't have anything better to do, but, like... I don't know, I don't think there's anything particularly eye-catching about some... It's, like, weird that's a fun, like, place to, like, play around in a fictional setting, but in real life, I would never, like... Oh, you're not gonna... Can I fall off there? Hold on, I want to experiment now. Because normally, like, the border edges here... Like... What the heck? Yeah, normally there's just invisible walls here. Like, I want Mario to jump into the abyss, but I mean, it's not happening, so I guess it's neat that they acknowledge it. Yeah, I mean, that's cool, I guess. Oh, hey, they made Mario's, like, hair and his stash kind of match up a bit more. You know, instead of having, like, brown hair, completely black stash, they're both, like, different shades of brown here. You know, it's nice. I think I remember hearing... I don't remember who it was, but I think I remember hearing someone at some point, like, kind of point that out. Like, yeah, no, I don't, every time we have to, like, draw or, like, depict Mario, I always, like, make his hair and stash the same color, which, you know what? Fair. Hold on, did we just go back to square one? Okay, so that explains a lot. Yeah, no, everything here loops. So, yeah, no, the moon is really small. But with that, we're gonna go get the... Let's see if Yoshi can help fast travel a bit. Yeah, it's a slight improvement, I guess. Not that I don't want to fight the Clefs, it's just that, at this point, Kinda, why bother? Like, even getting off my Yoshi, like, annihilates them. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like going out to your, like, stepping out of your house or your apartment, and you're like either walking to work, you're heading to your car, or the bus or whatever. You just happen to walk outside, next thing you know, like, you just smush, not like an ant. Like, I don't know, imagine, like, the ant the size of a 6-inch sub. Or, you know, like, that big. Okay, you just step and just... Like, that's how it kind of feels right now. I'm not trying to, like, compare Mario to, like, a god, like, entity here. Just more to the fact that I kinda didn't think the game would be this busted at this point by this build. I know I keep going on about this, but it still blows my mind, like, how, if you pay attention to the badge system in this game, like, you can get rewarded just by shit like this. Like, it's one hand nice, on the other hand, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe they let us get away with this. Actually, that kind of begs a question to me, like, there's some games where they kind of, like, give you the tools, and they say, okay, come on, try to break us. Like, you see this in, like, a lot of roguelikes. But you don't really... I can't, to my knowledge, like, think of any games off the top of your head where they give you that many resources, and then they say, come on, try to break us, and something more like a traditional RPG. But in Thousand Year Door here, it's there. Like, the badge system just, if you try to play around with it, you get to pull off, like, zany shit like this. I can't help but, you know, consider it, like, just nice to have that kind of freedom. I really like the system that they have here. And I kind of would love, if there's any other RPGs or games like anyone knows about, that has a system kind of similar to this, I would love to, like, get my hands on, just to see what you can do. Oh shit, Star Piece. I didn't even know that was there. You know what? Let's see if there's any Yuxes with you. Oh, there is. So that's a bit more star pieces. Or star pieces, star points. I can get over this. Yeah, no, they're definitely going for more of a sci-fi rave bit with this fight music. As much as I rag on this game's sound design, like, the remix tracks definitely do their job. Like, I love the original score they added to Chapter 6. I love the fact that they went more of, like, a swing jazz for their, like, for the flavor of that theme, or for the flavor of that chapter. So, it actually makes me wonder what the last chapter's, like, you know, vibe is gonna be. And with one multi-bounce, this fight's over. I'm gonna be terrified to see what happens if Mario gets to 1 HP. I really am. Because that Mega Rush will add 5, so I'll be doing 19 damage per hit. Yeah, no, like, that's... Put things in perspective, that is almost Hooktail's full health in one turn. 19 damage per... No, that's 19 damage per jump. At this point, I already wipe out Hooktail in one turn. Like, that's nutty. Hey, we know where this is. Mario might not, but we do here. Rather suspicious building, what you say, old boy. Do be careful, huh? Again, I kind of like the electronic forebodingness we have here. It kind of reminds me of, like, the vibe that they're giving me here, kind of like old 70s, like, sci-fi. I don't know why Clockwork Orange comes to my mind. Like, that is the most divorced... Oh, hello. Who's that, dude? Whoa, that's Mario. So let's get him? Yeah, let's get him, dude. I don't think they thought this one through. But this is time for a tattle. I'm not gonna lie, the red and, like, I know it's typical, like, gamer colors, like for red and black, but honestly, this rendition of them is kind of snazzy. I kind of like this. I kind of like this color scheme on them. So let's see what the Elite X-Nauts have to bring to the table. That's an Elite X-Naut. This guy's the creme de la creme of the X-Nauts. Max HP is 10, attack is 5, defense is 1. He'll use regular attacks as well as boosting his power or size. Elite X-Nauts are tough, but you'll have to smack them away until they go down. That works for me. Just so I can see what these guys can do. Don't use your... Oh, this might suck. Oh. Lucky indeed. You know what? Let's just rub this in. Yeah. Yeah, a flunked hammer action command. Wipes it out. I'm not sure what these elite guys were thinking. Yeah. Alright, if these X-Naut dweebs are here, that's totally it. Then Peach must be here too, don't you think? Crystal Star must be here too. We gotta find it, Mario. You know what? If you've noticed my little intro theme, I use this song. And honestly, this is... I'm glad they doubled down on, like, the rave theme that they're going for here. I remember hearing this across, like, a mashup with another song, and, like... As soon as I got that, what they were going for, it made me, like, love this track even more. I know, there's something about, like, sci-fi and techno that, of course, they go hand in hand because they're all futuristic. But, you know, sometimes you just want to break, like, crack a glue stick and just kind of, you know, just listen to some hard beats, you know? Actually, while I'm here, let's see if I can at least steal the boost sheet. Do we have any... No, we don't have any spare items, damn it. Well, just because I want to show off what these guys can do... you know what, Miss Mouse? You are gonna... We're gonna eat the couple's cake. Okay, so someone... HP will be for recover. Okay, so someone else has to use it. That makes a bit more sense. Anyway, let's see if we can steal this. Oh, yes, there we go. Just decide not to take any damage whatsoever. Boost sheet is still... Oh. Boost sheet is still one of the, like, best items to have on queue. It's because sometimes you need a guarantee an attack will miss. And sure, you can try to get out with Super Guard, but unless you know your timings really well, like, it's hard to pull off. It's really hard to pull off. We will get, let's get Bobbery back. Yeah, let's get Bobbery out front and center. Oh, great, memory. I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I have too many Ultra Shrooms. Get rid of the Thunder Rage. Yeah, let's toss the Thunder Rage. Okay. Let's toss the Thunder Rage, I said. Great. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a move here. Because one thing I could try to do... You know what, I'm just gonna leave and come back, just so that Thunder Rage respawns. Because, like, one thing you can do if you're not sure is throw Bobbery into the Abyss. And if it's not the proper, like, one, like, he'll walk over it just fine. It's a good thing Bobbery has a lot of health. Oh, shit. Okay, last thing I want to do is get a game over here. On honestly, a pretty bog-standard memory test. There we go. There we are. You got an elevator key. That only cost me, like, 2/5 of my health. Now, in these rooms, I could also try to queue up Hero Mario, but I don't think I want to do that. Please insert the elevator key. Okay. And down we go. Let's see what next floor we can get to. Sub-level 1. Now there's gotta be another enemy type down here we can kick the crap. Oh, that's cute. That is adorable. Oh. Oh, who here likes crane games? Gears under repair. Because we get to actually have one of these in this chapter, and this is fun. Like, I've always had a soft spot for claw games. Like, I know they're scams and, you know, meant to drill and grab a bunch of money off of people, but there's something fun just about watching a claw do its thing. Now, let's see how many of you are here. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is tragic. This is actually really sad. You know what? Might as well just use Sweet Treat just to kind of patch myself up a bit. Because, I mean, like, boom, I'm now fully healed as Mario. Ah, crap. Something maybe to touch up some of my FP. Yep, and for this one, I'm just gonna have Bobbery just do his thing. Bobbery, just kill these men. Yep, that's it. That's all that's needed. Totally overkill of an FP cost for what I was trying to do here, but you know what? Sometimes you just want to cause a big fucking explosion, you know? And yeah, no, I had to put the emphasis on that one, let's be honest. I mean, then again, in terms of explosive, like, fidelity and stuff, like, I still think the original GameCube has, original GameCube version. Access code, huh? Well, there's no missing letters. Let's try 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, that didn't work. 6, 7. Incorrect access code. That's worth a shot. Now, part of me always wondered, like, what these little, warning label things are for. Like, are they, like, mail chutes? Are they, like, vent systems? Always kind of made me wonder, like, what exactly they're for. Fortunately, there's nothing on sub-level 1 for us just yet, so let's pop down to sub-level 2. See if we can get anything more. Yeah, I get why they use confetti instead of actual an actual explosion for the bombs, especially in this day and age. Like, it's weird, because it's kind of like a, whoa! Hello there! Interrupt my train of thought, why don't you? Anyway, we are going to need to tattle. So we're gonna swap out for Bella here. And tell me about the X-Not PhD. Also, it's kind of nice that this guy has gone under a full dissertation. That's X-Not PhD. Guys like these invent all the annoying things we fight. Max HP is 9, attack is 4, and defense is 0. He likes to throw beakers of chemicals. Chemicals doing kind of stuff, like making things huge or burning people. He also uses potions to heal himself or make himself impossible to hit. X-Not PhDs are really annoying, so take them out before they boost themselves. Honestly, sound advice. Fortunately, for them, they're not going to get much of a chance. I also like the fact that they're named, you know, PhD. They've gone under like full dissertation, full academic review, received grant money and all that jazz, and still ended up working on the moon for these guys. Like, a part of me has to wonder, like, what exactly are the? Oh, there's an answer. Like, this one's, you know, kind of nice in the sense that, oh, hey, it just tells you where to go. Ouch. But on the downside, doesn't it seem like a massive security risk? Do you know? Oof. To keep your directions right on the wall? I mean, it's a good thing these shocks are, like, completely lethal. 2, 3, 4. There we go. 1, 2. All the way up here. Oh, sorry, Bobbery. So that's supposed to be 4. There we go. Let's... I mean, at this point, Sleepy Sheep... Sleep's just kind of like the... Ooh, I almost went all the way down. Like, sleep is honestly one of, like, the worst status conditions, like, I could try to inflict on people. Security key, Rhombus. Because, like, if we're being honest here, like, time stop I can inflict on Q. Sleep is a lot more finicky. There's just, you know, not that many... You know what, might as well save since we're here. But yeah, no, sleep is just... Ow, shit! Okay. Okay, this guy's gonna die horribly now. Made me waste a freaking life stream on that. You know, I don't care if I just wipe this guy's grant money off the face of the earth. You know what? Let's do a full showstopper. BBX. YBAX. Yabax. BX X. I can't even, like, phoneticize that. BYAYB. XBYB. Now this could probably kill him. There we are. Just completely render him asunder from, you know, reality. Just for wasting all my life shrooms. Jesus. I'm actually a little cheesed about that. Wow, I completely forgot my train of thought because of that. Holy crap. Okay, no mercy. We are just gonna wipe out this corridor. You know what, that's 4 star points. Let's do another 4 more. There we are. Wow, that is actually quite... That's a good amount of star points we got. Oh wow, we're gonna be leveling up more than once. I thought I'd just only level up 1 time this chapter. And that Thunder Rage, we now have the room for it, I guess. So let's start opening doors, see where we're gonna end up. Oh, doesn't this look familiar? How to turn on the power. Left, right, middle. Do not forget. See, don't put information like this on post-it notes. Today's code is 014029. Okay, I'm gonna trust people to remember that. Anything worthy in here? Nope. And no. I know, I honestly like what they do with the theme here. What else do we got before I completely exhaust going further? Okay, so that's the clothes room, or the change room. Oh, hello! Look, sorry to bust open your workshop, but, okay, fine, be like that. Okay, you know what? I'm not sorry. Can you hit anyone? No, you can't. You know what? Let's let Vivian do some damage. You know what? Vivian, just burn everybody. Y, Y, X. Shit. Yeah, no, like, I'm using a GameCube controller on the Switch, so half the things I looked out for at one point was the shape of the buttons. And even then, like, X and Y on GameCube were, like, very similar, but holy crap, I didn't realize how much I relied on the outlines. And the kicker is, like, these code, What? Up we go. Yeah, no, those, like, code action commands are, like, some of the easiest inputs in the game. Those are the ones I'm kind of surprised I'm cheesing. Is there anything? Ah, there we are. I knew there was a star piece here. Part of me wonders, like, how that got up here. Maybe some contractor or something was, you know, exploring the place, doing their work, and it, like, slipped out of their pocket. Who knows? Also, one, it's kind of a good thing that these guys are getting water, but at the same time, it's also kind of disturbing that they're leaking. Now, did they keep this Easter egg? They did! No, this is actually new. They actually, like, let the badge change take over. Like, originally, it just convert Mario's, like, status to normal. Oh, wow, it even, like, keeps it on the screen. But, no, you can actually show off the party's, like, old-fashioned sprites. Like, I know it would change the Yoshi's color. But no, this is a fun little Easter egg I always like showing off and doing once per game. Also, Flurry's is still, Flurry is still an out-there character design, even with, like, a generic 8-bit shape. And yes, this probably isn't, like, actual 8-bit. You know what? Koops looks charming. This is a charming, like, more developed Koopa sprite. I kind of like how they went with this one. Yeah, Goombella's just straight up, like, a slightly tweaked Goomba sprite. This is good. I'm surprised they didn't do something similar with Koops. This mouse also makes the transition pretty well. Unfortunately, they kind of stole her arms. But, you know, honestly, I think, you know, she did the 8-bit blow pretty well. Let's see what Bobbery ends up with. Yeah, Bobbery also. Dang, Bobbery actually got the blow up pretty well himself, too. And seriously, that's Stash. Look at it. And back to Vivian. While we're here, since we can show off the badges, let's go to our equipped badges real quick. We are going to get rid of the W emblem. We now have Green Mario. We also now have good old-fashioned regular red. And let's show off what Wario looks like. Yeah, no, I love this little Easter egg. It's fun. Like, this is like before nostalgia was like a huge selling point. Like the Mario series. Like, that didn't come until, I think, a few years later. Like, kind of like when the Wii kicked off. So, you know, it's fun. It's, like, inoffensively fun. Did Buddy respawn? Nope. At least we now know where the Yuxas are. I want to say incubated. Created, multiplied. I'd use incubated. I think that seems to be like the most accurate term, I guess. I probably wonders what the, you know, what the Yuxas taste like, but oh, there's the gear we need. Okay, Koops, do what you need. Do what you do best. We got a cog. That's a fun word. Is this room what I think it is? Yeah, it is. Yeah, no. This is... where are we? We're beneath Road Perk. The X-Nazis, I think, come here from the moon. Yeah, so that's how we get back. It's kind of weird because, you know, I thought this room only worked after you completed this chapter. Yeah, no, so it's weird how, like, in the middle of a dungeon, they pretty much give you, like, an easy out. Like, I know, for me it's kind of weird to have, like, an easy way to get back to your main hub. Oh shit, they've respawned. Okay, now, we are going to just let Koops finish off this guy. Now for the rest of the fight. Yeah, no, I'm honestly surprised how quickly I'm leveling up here. I really am. I'm not expecting, you know... I was expecting, like, to maybe grind out enough, you know, start points for, like, one more extra level. Oh, right, the floor is gone. Ooh. Yeah, no, I gotta go up before to use the cog. And I think there was one more... Yeah, there was one more extra room. Let's see where this takes us. This was probably the ocean room. Yes, it is. Now let's try to get a little closer before I get whatever thrown at me. If there's one thing I wouldn't want to get hit by. Actually, there's many things I wouldn't want to get hit by, but like, random batch of chemicals is kind of up there, because you have no idea what that's going to do. It could just be some, like, water mixture. It could just be, you know, some harmless mixture. Some harmless solution. Or, you know, it could, I don't know, be bleach that catches on fire when exposed to air, and that air turns to, I don't know, turns to chlorine gas when it's exposed to something else. Now, what are these new notes? Notice, new seminar, topic, galloping toward an area of risk-free potions. Participation is not voluntary. Oh. You see, stuff like that's why I don't trust potions. I would never keep the workspace orderly. Honestly, good advice. I have some stuff to do, so I'm not coming into World, and that's that. What did he know? What did that X not know? We're leaving lab. Always do your all-point inspection in the loudest voice possible. Weird, I'm not gonna lie, that's a weird way to do it, but okay. Yeah, no, you see, like, if you give me, like, a random potion, like an RPG or something, I am not going to be taking a swing of that, just because, like, again, you never know. Like, it's way, like, the element of risk versus reward on there is way too much for me, you know? Like, it could be something not beneficial, or it could turn your lungs to razor blades. Or to, like, literal balloons. You never know. I know for a lot of people that's, like, the fun of it, but for me, it's like, nuh-uh, not worth the risk. And hey, look at that. And oh, no, we're one star point short. Ah, I should have taken one more fight on the moon. Then again, if I took an extra fight on the moon, these guys would give me one less EXP because I leveled up early. I don't know, I'm sure someone out there could math out whether or not it's worth it, like, to progress ahead or grind somewhere. Okay, did get my first strike, but he didn't strike me, so that's good. Let's try... Let's try Vivian having the... Let's try having Vivian Scorch Umber and actually have it take off this time. B, 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 A. Yeah, no, like on a casual playthrough where I don't have to worry so much about, or, you know, where I wouldn't try, like, this Danger Mario stuff, or, you know, where you're not, like, nope, this could be bad. Wow, I'm surprised Mario has never gotten hit by that thing yet. But yeah, like a casual first-time playthrough, yeah, there's a reason why Vivian is a very solid party member. Like, aside from just, like, her little story and, you know, characterization, she is genuinely, like, before you really start getting to the nitty-gritty of this game's, like, mechanics, she is a genuinely very useful party member, so I can see why her popularity always kicked off. And yeah, no, I can never understate it, like, it's just nice to have, you know, your solid backbone party members. Wait, a little extra BP. What can I do with the badges I have? It has been a while since I peered at it, and I think I've kind of, I think at this point I kind of, like, stacked up everything I kind of need. Drop Power Smash. Simplifier and Unsimplifier. I never really use them. Well, they're pretty lucky. I could just add on Fire Drive just for the ship. Just for the, you know, just for the hell of it. Or I can Flower Saber. I have enough FP where Flower Saber would be nice. Just because multi-bounce and everything, I can do a lot more, like, consistent damage. I don't want to get hit, so Zap Tap is kind of not the best I can go for. I've never been using items. But maybe I should just wait and try to get another Defense Plus. Just so I can become a little more hardy. I can also do Charge, but I mean, I don't want to hit the ground running. So no, I'll put on Ice Power because that's going to become very useful very quickly. And Fire Drive just because I can. Because you know what? Sometimes you just want to burn everything as much as you can. So I think I got everything. Went through this room. This is the cog room. Okay, so yeah, no, I've been through everywhere here. Okay, is this a cog room? Yeah, this is the room where I got the cog. Okay. One more. Let's try the furthest room. See where that leads us. Just to make sure I didn't miss anything. That, and I'm totally not using this as an excuse to listen to this level's theme for longer. I am generally not doing that. It may sound like I'm, you know, setting up a bit to give myself some plausible deniability, but no. No, I just need to double check. Because if this leads to the potion room, let's try... Really? Really? There's nothing in here? There is generally nothing in the potion machine. That's honestly kind of underwhelming. You know, I thought they'd include something here, you know? No, I can just be on top of the potion machine, I guess. No, there has got to be something here I'm missing. No? No, I can't coat Koops in, like, a potion and have all that, like, spin out while he spins his shell and just mess the machine up and, you know, just ruin the day of a poor researcher. Okay. I was expecting at least something up there. Wait, we're going back to sub-level 1, because we have the code. Now, where is the Elite X Knob that's been hiding out here? There we are. You know what? It's been a while since, I like Koops just unleashes full fury. Just power shell him. We don't need a shell slam. Thank you, Koops. Seriously, it's like watching a bowling ball. It's like, seriously, just get a strike and boom. No, I'm thinking sometime in the future about playing through, not Bug's Life. Bug Fables, that's what it is. Not the Pixar movie. Because it takes a lot of inspiration for, like, Paper Mario, and I kind of want to see how well it adapted to it. Anyway, the access code should be... 19... 14, I should say. 29. There we go. I'm surprised I kind of remembered that. Oh! Oh, it's gonna be trivia time soon. So with that, I should probably save. Excuse me. It's not even worth the coin. It really isn't. But while we're here, let's do the crane game. What was it? Right? Left? Middle. There we go. You know, I'm not sure why that may... What this entire, I'm not sure what this entire operation's for. The crane will move down left for as long as you hold down Y. The crane move backwards as long as you hold down X. Use the crane to get all the stuff you want. I'm not sure what the industrial application of this is, but hey. Maybe it's just a break room type of deal. Oh wow, they made this actually a lot more frustrating. Oh, don't you give me that shrug. Yeah, maybe it's just the break room and, you know, it broke. Oh, don't tell me they're using, like, actual physics simulations here. Okay, we are going to grab these badges, because I think I am very well coined for the rest of the game. Oh, you don't... They actually made it waste your time a bit. This, I know they did this in the Wind Waker remake. I'm still... Oh, that's a miss. Wow, no, they actually are doing it this way. Yeah, no, in the original, if you just got to line up, it's done. You don't have to worry about, you know, it's slipping over the claw. Yeah, I do have a soft spot for these, but, like... Like, the point of the video game was that, you know, it's an actual skill-based thing. There we go. Oh, good. Okay, so it's just a lot finickier. That's all we need. Yep, we're gonna stop because we don't need the coins. Feeling fine. Makes your partner remove the status changes like poison or dizzy. Regular feeling fine, which does the same thing. And a star piece. Well, gears are no longer under repair, so that's nice. Now, what else do we got? Because right now, we're going to go down to the floor below. And hit that save before we do the other trivia of this game. Up we go. Because I know on the, in the original Paper Mario, if you got the second trivia wrong, you would face 3 of the hardest enemies in the game. The anti-guys, who were, like, insanely powerful. I do not remember what, or know, what you get or have to fight for getting this wrong. Who are you, huh? You came here to get the elevator key access? Key so you can access the computer room? Yeah, I thought so. Well, then you're gonna have to beat me to get it. If you lose, your life is mine. You hear me? Mine. So what do you say? You know, we're gonna challenge this chump. Oh, ah, you're mine now. It's not much of a Paper Mario game without, you know, the trivia. And here we go, folks. The main event, the 66 Trivia Quiz-Off. Yay! You get 5 correct answers for the following questions, then you win, win, win. But if you get just 3 wrong answers, you're toast. You don't want to be toast, folks. Well, what are we waiting for, huh? Here we go. So that means 8 questions in total. So I need to get 4 right, 3 wrong. Okay. Question number 1. Exactly what's hidden here? Pretty lucky, security key, monkey, elevator key. It's the elevator key, you just told us. Although monkey is a pretty... I'm not gonna lie, I like how monkey is an option as the joke option. You're correct. Crud. That's an easy one. You won't do so well on the next one, I guarantee that. Here we go, sucker. Question number 2. What's the name of the girl in Petalburg who is waiting patiently for Coop's return? That is Koopy Koo. Flavio. Hey, hey, Koops, you might tell me the name of the girlfriend? Koopy. I know that they're giving, like, a generic think animation here, but the fact that Koops is, like, thinking about this, that is what's throwing me off here. Like, just imagine, like, being on a game show, like, hey, what's your girlfriend's name? What's your partner's name? I gotta think about this one. Like, wow. Okay, so question number 3. Goomba, Lava Bubble, Buzzy Beetle, and Boo. How many feet do they have total? So Goombas have 2, Lava Bubbles and Boos don't have any. Buzzy Beetle has 4, so that means 4 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I may have omitted D feet, if I couldn't count. 6 feet. You sure about that? I don't get it. Why is it... And a lot of, like, our Mario RPG games do this. Whenever there's a trivia question, it's, you have these enemies, how many feet do they have in total? I never got that. That was an easy one. I won't do so well in the next one. I guarantee that. Here we go, sucker. I mean, at least in, like, RPG, we had, you know, we at least had them ask a logic question. Question 4. It's elementary for naughty idiots. What was the one and only Diamond Star? The Diamond Star was Hooktail's Belly. And the thing is, unless you pay attention to, like, what they're named, or, like, check the journal to see what they're named, and you're going off color, this one I think would actually trip most players up. But this isn't Hooktail's Belly. Hooktail's Belly, you sure about that? Yeah. I'm not sure why all these questions are, like, Koops adjacent. Anyway, we have to get all these wrong. So we have to get 3 wrong just to see what all 8 questions are going to be. Question 5. What was the name of the very first champion of Blitz Pit? Prince Mush, Prince Masho, Prince Marsh. Well, it's obviously Prince Matthew. Prince Matthew. You sure about that? Yeah, I mean, how else is Prince Matthew? What? No. Wrong. You're dumber than dumb. Number 3 strikes and you're out, loser. Here's the next one. Question 6. What did Francesca and Frankie on from Rogueport lose on Keel Hall Key? Necklace, bracelet, ring, bling. Well, okay, have you seen that ring? It's obviously bling. Yeah, I'm sure. That is definitely a form of bling. Oh, you're so very foolish. So wrong it hurts me. One more slip and you're done for, junior nerd. Just one. Here we go. Last question. What number question is this? You know, I was expecting something a bit more cryptid, not something where the answer is literally on screen. Okay. I think we're on question 6. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure we're on question 6. They really don't want you fighting what's going to be coming up next. Wrong! Got 3 wrong answers. So let's see what we're fighting. Time for the punishment round, Mr. Wrong. Oh, these things. Win this fight, I'll give you the elevator key anyway. But what are the chances? Listen, you have your chance, but do your best because that amuses me. Yeah, this is supposed to be a unique fight. So what I'm going to do, just be on the safe side, I'm going to have Goombella pop out first. I'm going to tattle on the X-Yux. Because, of course, the best thing that Grotus has for the X-Nox is the X-Yux. That's an X-Yux. I hear it's read as a cross-Yux and not an X-Yux. Well, that's kind of stupid. I'm calling it an X-Yux anyway. Anyway, this is a new Yux designed to protect important areas. They're designed to be unbeatable. They're not. Max HP is 10, attack is 3, and defense is 1. produce too many Y-Yuxes at once, and it has excellent success rate of immobilizing opponents. Gotta do something about that if we're gonna win. So the big kicker is, yeah, no, I was expecting like high damage. I was expecting them to drop like a couple of Mazy Daisies on us. I am not gonna lie. Thing is, if you equip feeling fine, you're not even gonna have to worry about this thing. Like, you really aren't. So we're just gonna power lift, just so I can shrug off their damage. Because if Mario, at the very least, takes damage or gets paralyzed, if I have enough defense just to wall him out, then I literally have nothing to worry about. Could have gotten one more defense, but oh well. Attack defense is boosted. The super guard. There we go. And we are going to need another tattle on these things. Now, you could just wipe these things out, and their entry will appear in Franklin's workshop, but I mean, it's kind of not the point here. That's a mini Y-Yux. It lives up to protects the X-Yux. Up to 4 can guard the X-Yux. Max HP is 1, and its defense is 0. Seems like they won't attack directly. Can't attack the main unit until he clears pests out. So it's pretty much, again, just multi-bounce. So just guard against 2 more. They're gonna gen 2 more, and since we got all the tattles we need, they're actually gonna get Flurry back out. And we are going to Gale Force them. Let's just get those out of the way. And now, these things are ready to be cleared up. Yeah, the bristle fight. The bristle fight in the Petalburg Fortress is easier than this. No, no! You beat my cute little underlings! How could you? Ah! Jerk, just take this and go. And if you ever wonder, know that I hate you! Well, that was rude. Wait, we got the red elevator key. But yeah, no, like, I'm not gonna lie, that is... I was expecting a Mazy Daisy. I really was. I was expecting like 2 or 3 of them. Not just for the potential, like, EXP reward, but because that would be a genuinely pants-shittingly hard fight. But no, like... Man. The only reason why that took so long was, again, because, you know... I just happened to want to get their tattle logs the old-fashioned way. It's kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. There's the red elevator key. There's a dead man. We can at least get some more EXP from this, why not? Another multi-bounce. I just realized I haven't let these guys attack once. It's kind of sad. Maybe I should just give them a turn just to see what they can do. Well, at least I dropped a good smattering of coins. Alright, see what I mean? So it looks like we're in Grotus' main chamber. You gonna try something? Ah, shit, I missed. Yeah, no, like, even then, their attacks aren't that hard to super guard. It's kind of depressing. At least they're mean to fire. But still, like... any screen clear attack, like, will wipe out their minions. Any, you know... It's not hard to, you know, super guard their attacks so you don't get immobilized. It's kind of depressing. And yeah, no, those are the only cross UXs in the game. That's it. That is it. No more. Oh, hey, that looks nice. Security key heart. I wonder if I'll find Spade in here. I also love how Grovis' personal office is just actually Bond villain lair. Like, I'm not sure what it is about, you know, James Bond villains, you know, having actual, you know, aquariums filled with, you know, dangerous fish and whatnot. But here we are. I was getting the feeling that Grotus would keep something hidden in his floorboards. You know what, Miss Mouse? Really, nothing at all. Yeah, no, aside from this being the room where Grotus does his, like, evil planning, there's not much here aside from, you know, just the card key you need to pass. And wait a minute. Hold on, wait a second. The one thing I kind of gotta wonder. Vivian was here. Vivian has been here. I don't know if she would know about the, you know, Crystal Star being here, but she should at least be able to know where the moon is and where Princess Peach is. I mean, Belden was the one who kidnapped her. I mean, unless she kept her in the dark. Let's go to sub level 3. But, like, yeah, no, that's... Vivian, what the hell? And he is now wiped out. Let's see where we gotta get to from here. Oh. Huh. Oh, right, this is a Like a Snake game. HP drain. I'll toss the HP drain. At least this one's like the easiest of all the rooms. Like, it's just keep up with it, you know. Not let yourself get annoyed by it. Like, the other one was a straight-up memory test. The other one, you had to, like, pay attention to the background, otherwise you had to brute force it. Which, again, if you have the health for it, it's totally doable, but I do not. Now watch as it teases you again. Oh. You see, that's clever. That would be a clever thing. Security key Spade. There we go. Also like the little reflection I like the reflection they have on the, like, door here. I don't know, having like these little lighting details on a fixed perspective game, I would totally do a puzzle where you have to look at the reflection in the background that's faint in order to, like, figure out... Oops. Still saw on the button press there. Where you totally have to, like, look in the background to see where you have to go. And see what you have to, like, try to find. You know, like maybe like an invisible block that is, like, normally viewed from your perspective, but if you look in the background, you'll see it ever so slightly. I don't know, I feel like, yeah, as a mechanic, that wasn't in the original game because it didn't have the lighting engine for it. But with newer technology, I would totally love to see something like that. Oh, we got almost all the full suits. We just need the clubs. So there's only one more needs to go back down, since we exhausted everything else here. Choose your destination. Let's go to sub-level 4. Why doesn't this place look familiar? Well, at least we know where Peach has been held. You got anything to add, Gumbella? Wonder what this room's for. There are beds and lockers, but we can't nap here. It's nothing else, really. The other thing is, it kind of smells nice in here, huh? Why do you think that is? I mean... Personally, I can barely smell as it is, so I'll take your word for it. Oh, what? Oh, I forgot I forgot this was a thing! They added a cutscene to it, though. I completely forgot they actually added that. Oh man, we just interrupted Buddy's shower. Hey, Goombella, you just want multi-bonk this guy? Yeah, I'll just let... You can do this one. One, never mind. For whatever reason, I cannot get the multi-bonk time down this game. This playthrough. Well, sorry about that, mate. Security Key Club. That's, you know what? Sometimes you gotta shower, who knows? Maybe Buddy just had a long day at work doing whatever it is he does. Speaking of, what, like, do the Exonauts agents do? Like, how do they hire? What's your onboarding process here? How well do you pay? Like, do you get room and board? Do you gotta teleport in each time? This door is locked. Like, yeah, no, it has so many questions. Like, I can't help but think of, that one Simpsons episode of Hank Scorpio, where, you know, the whole premise is that Homer goes to, like, a new place, like, different town, and, he ends up working for a James Bond villain. But the thing is, like, he's a good person to work with, he gives his employees a lot of benefits, he managed to get, like, Homer to be incredibly productive. And we have our full suite of cards. A full suit. I don't know why, I always call it a suite. It's a suit. We got all 4 suits. Personally, I've always been a spade guy. Myself. With clubs being my least favorite, but... at the very least, I like the coloring they have here. Princess Peach might be going behind that door. You don't think the shower was where her quarters would have been. Oh well, let's just club him. This might be an issue. No, I don't have multi-bonk equipped. We'll just have Vivian do what she does best. That is set things on fire. B, E, X, Y, Y. Just to show off what they can do. Or you know what? Let's set everyone on fire. Oh wow, that was a lot more damage than I thought it was gonna do. Whoops! I don't even get to show off what they're doing. Maybe part of me is generally considering respecting off screen. But then again, does like it's weird because like most general fights, easy to go through. The few fights where I have to watch myself is genuinely like it can be. I think it can be genuinely nail biting. And again, I also love how like these chapters you gotta start using most of your party members' abilities in tandem with one another. Like, you have to use Bob Ray's, you know, tossed in order to, you know, blow a hole somewhere, get the switch going. You need to then use Vivian to, you know, pop out this way. Like, it's nice. I like it when games do this. And I know, like, there's a huge meme about, like, older Zelda games where you just go through the dungeon until you get the item, and then you have to use the item to solve it, and then it never gets brought up again. Like, yeah, I think some, like, Zelda dungeons are, you know... oh, crap. Like, some Zelda games are, like, poorly designed to know for that. Some of the worst ones in the series, I think. Again, this is me going off secondhand knowledge. I don't really play that many Zelda games, which is weird. Like, I know enough about them secondhand to, like, get the whole joke where, oh, yeah... do the dungeon until you can't solve it anymore, then find the end and solve the dungeon, that's that. But, like, that is... But the games where you have to use, like, every tool that you've earned up to that point to, like, solve puzzles to get through the the overworld. Like, that... When it all comes together and you have all the tools you need, and it's just figuring it out, that is always, like, the best part, I think, of those games. When it comes to, like, level traversal. Because, again... backtracking, especially from this game, it's always a headache. Forward tracking, or, you know, progress using what you have up to this point. Or again, in a Metroidvania, like Super Metroid, where you finally have the ability to get the go-ahead and, you know, have the tools you need in order to progress fully. Like, that's normally the best. Like, that's where I think a lot of this stuff like really comes together. So I am probably going to need to get something get what's in here. Okay, maybe not quite yet, but I will definitely take the save. I think there's a drop shadow here. Honestly, the most underrated like visual thing I can think of has always been drop shadows. You know, those little shadows that appear underneath your character, like when you jump. And, you know, it like gets bigger or smaller the further up in the air you are. Like, stuff like that is always, like, you don't notice how important it is till you don't have it, and then it becomes so much harder. Another Ultra Mushroom. You know what? Thunder Rage. We will dump the Thunder Rage. Because what we need to do is we need to go over here first. Because we need Star Card. A card that helps open a door in the Exnaut Fortress. Blip. Oh, I missed my hammer. And now we'll just multi-bounce. So with that, now hop in this pipe, and I think that should take us not where I want to go. Or will this pipe take us? Hopefully where I want to go. Oh, that's even worse. Oh well, at least we got halfway where we need to be. We don't have to backtrack as much. Again, there's another Ultra Shroom there for the taking, but I don't really have the health that makes it necessary. Like, Ultra Shrooms are, like, too awesome to be used regularly. Like, under most circumstances, a regular mushroom will fully heal me anyway. I won't lose that much effectiveness. Now, there's probably some engineer out there crying about, like, how these gear cogs don't make any sense. But, I mean, I'm not that engineer. Oh god, no. You don't want me anywhere doing any type of engineering. Like, this entire place will probably be up in smoke. Okay, we are going to save. What am I like for health and FP? You know what? I am going to use the maple syrup. Because at this point, I think I'm going to be better off not wanting to backtrack. There we go. For the little health heart box there. And again, I have a 20 FP boost in my back pocket in case I need it. So I'm not too concerned. Let's insert our security key. And on to the show. I've been waiting for you. Oh man, I've been waiting. And I hate waiting. Crump? You've been waiting for us? What does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. I used a crystal star to lure you here. So I can take all of your crystal stars. How brilliant is that, huh? I want to know the best part? Your little Peachy princess isn't even here anymore. So Peach isn't here? Where'd you take her, Crump? Like I tell you the plan, that's novice villain style. No, I won't be doing anything like that. Sorry, really guys. So, you ready for showtime? You guys are gonna be the perfect workout for Magnus von Grapple 2.0. This one doesn't have as cool of an entrance. You know what? Never mind. I think maybe the floating thing's a bit better. That's a bit better of an entrance, but we'll see. I'll help you up to the challenge, because this thing's raw horsepower, kiddies. Yep, time for the chapter boss. Oh shit, they made a techno remix of this. Yeah, last version was buggy, so we made improvements. 1, 2, a dozen. You wait for a whole new way to experience pain, you junior varsity losers. We're just gonna suffer corrupt no matter how many times we do this. Yeah, no, they gave this like a new boss theme. It is actually a remix. So, for starters, we are going to get Goombella out here because we need a tattle. And with that... Magnus Von Grapple 2.0, the upgrade version of Magnus Von Grapple. Max HP is 70, attack is 6, and defense is 2. Basic attack is a drill loop that drops from above. Also sometimes releases its fists for flying X-Punches. Each X-Punch has a max HP of 5 and attack of 9, defense of 0. When those fists are flying, you may get attacked by the fist and body in one turn. Take care of those low HP fists early on. Trust me. When my HP gets low, it also fire machine guns and who knows what else. It not look too different from the last version, but it's much stronger, so be careful. Still think the whole design's a little ridiculous, though. Now, Goombella may not be useful just yet. So we're going to get Koops out here. And for starters, we are going to Power Lift, just so I don't get instantly demolished. At this point, I have so much attack that any attack boost is not all that helpful. So I'm going for defense. Hopefully, that is my main goal here. Nope. Whoa, this control stick's getting a little sticky. Not the best. Missed a couple of things there. But I think Mario's only going to be walking away with 1 HP worth of damage out of this. Here it comes, suckers! Magnus Drill Attack! Oh, lucky. Okay, I'll take it. So, Koops, we're going to get a Power Shell on... Nope. We're going to get a Shell Shield on Mario very quick. Now, they make it a lot harder to get the good timing on that. And with that, I'm going to swap back out to Goombella. She has a health. But with this, I am going to try to spring jump on this. And there's about half its health gone. Honestly, if I get a health bingo here, it's not going to be helpful. But there's a Shine Sprite from earlier. Time to unleash some of the sweet new special features on this bad boy. Oh man, this is going to be so good. Okay. We are going to swap partners for Flurry. Flurry, you are going to Gale Force these. Because just like the last one, like every single flying enemy that bosses summon up in this game, it is weak to this. And I'm just going to use a normal jump. 4 health. No. How? What? My sweet power up robots on the ropes! This is wrong! Crud, you guys should be little puddles. Some nothing by now. Oh well, I've still got some tricks up my sleeve. And behold, this attack, if you don't have any defense, is probably one of the most damaging attacks in the game. Eat this! Oh wow, they actually slowed it down. That is so much easier in this game. Holy crap. No, like, in the original, it is just a non-stop flurry of party members. That is... I'm actually kind of underwhelmed by this. Wait, we're going to Rally Wing to give Mario 2 attacks. Because you know what? At this point, we are going to Power Lift, because we can. Oh shit. That is the first time I think I've ever hit one of those toxic shrooms in a long time. Yeah, no, normally that'll just storm you with like a barrage of next to like unlimited party members. But yeah, we're just gonna burn you alive. You know, if the, yes! This is exactly what I was hoping for! This is what I wanted! Doubled our star points at the end of a boss fight. That is something you always want from the charms. 60 star points. That is a level up at the end of this. That is what I'm looking for. We're gonna do another set of BP. Rhodas! Well, he's gone and not coming back. Oh, that's convenient. Mario. And with that, we got the final Crystal Star. Your star power is now 8, and Mario learned the special move, Supernova. Cleared. The last Crystal Star had been hidden on the X-Naut's hideout on the moon. But by the time Mario had recovered it, Peach had already been taken away. Where could Peach be now? In what of the elusive Grodus? Perhaps he holds the key to the remaining puzzle. Mario finally has all 7 Crystal Stars. Where will they lead him next? Might as well find out what's with the bows. Well, we're here. Where's the stupid Poshly Stadium? Crystal Star's there, right? So they say, your putridness, and lo and behold, there it is now, right behind you! Great, about time something worked out for old Bowser. Then we go. You know, I can't jump high enough. I was hoping I could... I think Bowser jumps higher in the original, so I could actually jump in the fountain and get eaten up a bit. I say I'd like to mount a large animal horn on my forehead to highlight my social status. Oh my goodness gracious, you have terribly fine horns, don't you, you great thing? What? That's disgusting! Get away from me, you creep! You can't have my horns! You see, I'm glad someone else sees Toodles for who she is. Eek! Bobby? You have anything else to say? Nope, still afraid? Okay. Oh, hello there, guy! Poshly Heights is nice on a warm afternoon, eh? What's that? You're a great and evil king, aren't you? Really? Yeah, you know, I think you might get a little too much sun, eh? Like, I don't know if these guys are supposed to have Minnesotan accents or Canadian accents. Not sure which would be worse. Wow, you're big, mister. What's your name? Evil King Extraordinaire. Businessman of legend. Koopa Koot. Bowser would definitely go with the first one. I am Bowser, Evil King Extraordinaire. Eek! Aw. I probably could pick the other answers just to mess with the kid. Oh look, my heart trembles, the fountain. So elegant, this is art at its finest. So very as usual, as my dear Goldbob, indeed, surely this is an artist's art. Yes, dearest, one cannot measure its worth by coins, that's what makes art art. And yet, the filthy rich always seek to divine art with their ill-gotten coins. Yes, they seek to buy it, yet how can one appraise what the eye cannot perceive? Whoa. I didn't have a clue what you're talking about. You people scare me. Seriously. Fortunately, Bowser's not a patron of the fine arts. Oh well. It's locked. It won't budge. Darn it! You know, I'm sure Bowser could just rip the lock in the door off its hinges. Like, I'm sorry, he is literally a wad of meat the size of these doors, which... Actually, what is Bowser's official height? I gotta check this out. What is Bowser's official height here? So according to the someone's looking at an approximation chart. Where's about 155? Based off an approximation on a height chart, Mario's official height, someone eyeballs Bowser at 255 centimeters, which is 8'3". Yeah, I don't know. I get the feeling a lock that size wouldn't really be an issue to him. Oh, baby, it opened. Talk about lucky. I guess rage really pays. Yes, this is it, Haggy. This is finally it. That poor bastard. Oh, let's get my mitts on a crystal star. Yes! Impressive work, Lord Bowser. You're the absolute best star-getting guy. Oh. It's our favorite penguin. You there. I have you now, villains, you. You are common thieves, aren't you? Aren't you? My eyes never deceive. What are you implying? I'm no little thief. I'm remorseless king of evil, the Shadow Thief. I'm the great Koopa Koop. I ain't taking this. Mess with me and I'll bore you to death. I see. Unfortunately for you, that's a red herring. Yes, a fake. If you want it, it's yours. What? A fake? Second fake he's busted. Look at that fancy display. The pedestal and everything. It's so posh. It's a fake. Then where's the real one, huh? You must know I gave the real one to Luigi. You have got to be kidding me. You mean to tell me that Luigi beat me here? Ugh, those Mario Bros are the most annoying brothers of all time. How bothersome. The fact that we keep being outmaneuvered is disturbing. But where in the world could Mario and his brother be heading? Where? Lord Bowser! Ah, Paraguma, what are you so worked up over? Tell me. Now reporting, sir, and, ma'am, sir and ma'am. Mario's collected the 7 crystal stars and head for the 1,000-year door. What? The 1,000-year door? What in the heck is that? 1,000-year door and unbelievably legendary treasures behind that door. Yarg! Then I'm going there too. Immediately. Peach of the treasure will be mine. Campy, we're leaving now. You know, I kind of feel sorry for the penguin being, like, reduced to a perch. But, I mean, sometimes, you know, sometimes you just need to be a perch for someone else. Ah, well done, Luigi. You would not fail, and yet, wherever you are, you may contribute to triumph. I mean, I know, if, like, I don't want to say, like, stray Goomba, but if, like, a stray bird just came over and just perched on me for a bit, I consider that a win. I only got all crystal stars. Awesome. Now we can open the 1,000-year door. Oh, but I still don't know where Peach is. Well, let's head back to Roadport, right? Professor Franklin can maybe help us find Princess Peach. Unfortunately, we gotta leave the Space Wraith behind us. Hey, we don't even have to go through that anymore. Let's try checking out the one last room, though, before we teleport on out of here. I get a feeling we should have Vivian out with us, just because this was her home turf for a bit. Where are we? You've never been out here either? You are Mario. Are you not? It is pleasant to meet you. I am the main computer of this fortress. I am Tech. I must tell you something why I brought you to this place. Princess Peach. I am sorry. Most of my data was erased, and my main power unit was shut down. Now running on backup power with only cached memory, trying to stay operational. Mario, you know that Peach is not here, do you not? Please save Peach. Please, please. Princess Peach with Grodus heading to Palace of Shadow. I had to tell you that. Princess Peach is in the Palace of Shadow? But backup power failing. Mario, use the teleporter room. Get back to Growport. Teleporter room is a sub-level 2 of the fortress. I will release the room block. Please hurry. There is barely enough power left to activate teleporter. I will cease all AI functions to send power to the teleporter for you. But what happened to you? When the power is all gone, I will cease to exist as an artificial consciousness. But it will save Peach. I would gladly do this. Because until I met Peach, I knew nothing of love. Not worry about me. I am just a computer. Just a machine. Mario, you must save Peach. I ask you. Please. And tell her. Oh hey, they added a... I'm not sure if, I think they added this flashback, actually. Thank you for me. We understand, Tech. So hurry to the teleporter room on sub-level 2. Now. Mario, save her. And with that, Tech is no more. Oh, Mario, we have to save Peach. For Tech, too. Yeah, the thing is, once, I'm not sure if it's because I already activated the teleporter room. Oh, this music's new, too. Oh, let's get the heck out of here. Now, I think they originally have it, like, locked off, so you'd have to go see Tech. But I think in the original release, like, the room actually lost all its power once you defeated Crump. But anyway, it's time to get out of here. We already wiped out most of the X-Naut troops and the people who are doing their business. And the research, so... might as well abandon this base to... whatever fate it has left. Peach. Goodbye. Oh shit, he just self-destructed. I completely forgot about that. Did you hear something a moment ago? And with that... Well, if it isn't Mario. Over here, son! You brought the crystal star back from the moon, didn't you? What? Talk to my good ear. The X-Not Fortress is on the moon? Ah, yes. So Princess Peach was there too, I assume? Oh yes, but the X-Not boss took her and took off the 1,000-year door. Ah! Just a bit ago I smelled some rank air and went to the 1,000-year door. Saw a suspicious fellow like Kate pass through the door. Pass through the other side of the door. Princess Peach. But what? Are you serious? Didn't the witch say that all crystal stars were needed to open the door? Believe me, I know, but I'm quite certain of it. I saw it with my own eyes. I have a bad feeling about this. Very bad. Princess Peach is in danger. Time is short. We must go to the 1,000-year door and rescue the princess. I'll run ahead and meet you there. Don't dawdle. You must come immediately. Well, before we do that, since we are lucky to have RPG time on our side... Oh. Oh ho ho! Your inbox is now haunted by me, the spirit you met on Access Express. But you're wondering how an ethereal being like myself can type an email. Well, I actually possess the train conductor to do it. Oh, don't worry though, he's doing just fine. I think maybe I'll do my due diary like this. Email's convenient, you know? I leave a record of my afterlife is cool. In the spiritual sense, I mean. So good luck with you and your quest. It's not yet my time for you to come over to my side, but when you do, I'll welcome you. Oh, farewell. Ghost T from Cabin 4. Man, if that picture showed up on some forums, that would really rock the world, okay? Like, I know there's a bunch of, like, paranormal stuff out there who love pictures of that sort of thing. RDM Final Issue. Report today, in a shocking series of events today, local authorities report that Zest T delivered a left hook on the jaw of Gadabout Flavio late this afternoon. Our investigations revealed the cause of this feisty fisticuffs may have been Zest T's anger that a shipment of gourmet ingredients spoiled on the dock because Flavio had held up the dock crew with a marathon of 2-day tale of high seas adventure. While Flavio is recovering from his temporary memory loss, Zesty is already being approached by a Glitzpit talent scout, Don Gubati. Well, I think the kid's got spunk. We'll take the world by storm, said Gubati. Keep your eyes open for big things in Rogueport and elsewhere. As events continue to unfold and surprise, local pride in our humble port town grows ever stronger, along with the smell. Thank you for reading. This week we have an exclusive on the Shop and Fire Outpost, Northwind's Mart. It's so cold there that all the merchandise is frozen to the counter. Just kidding. Smiling shop manager showed us a fascinating variety of goods. As the sweet-faced little miss explained, it's cold out, but I do my best to explode the inside shop to warm the place up. So folks, come on in. This place is big too, folks. We haven't seen, like, all of it yet. Come down and see it for yourself. So many shops left to cover, so little remaining budget for future reporting. But fear not, this bold journalist plans to research shops a new way, with my own finances. Thank you for shopping Malafi, readers. This is the final installment of Cooking for Rookies. Make sure that we leave you with a smile on your face as our last summer will be for the couple's cake. Just simmer a slicey soup for a few minutes and drop in a snow bunny. And presto, before your eyes, the mixture will congeal and take form of a cake. Eat it with someone you love. Putting our forks down for now, but remember, cooking is a window to the heart. May your meals be filling and your appetite's been willing. This is it, dear readers, the final issue. We here at RDM Office have enjoyed every minute of our hard work to bring you the best news and features. May we meet again, perhaps sooner than you think. Wink, wink. Published by the Work Restoration Committee. Yeah, honestly, I love the little, like, mailbox thing that we have here, and just RDM, it just adds so much, like, just some little, you know, nuance to the world. It's always nice to see it. You know, and honestly, now that these things are wrapping up, it's clear that we're reaching to the end game of Paper Mario here. Unfortunately, still no star pieces I want to spend patches on. But you changed your mind? Ah, oh, come on. Sorry, Dazzle. But since we have a bit of time left before we get approaching to the last chapter, let's see if there's any last-minute troubles in Luigi stories we can listen to. Battlemaster, who I've never really used since, the game's remake came out. Is there any troubles here? Let me restock, security code, newsletter from hour to hour. Would you please deliver the Silver Club newsletter routing slip for me? Please come pick it up at my house in Twilight Town. Nah, Dower can do his own thing. Delivery, please. Go Bob. You take something to General White. Please come get it with all speed. Meet me in Poshley Heights. Want to take on... I do not want to hunt Gold Bob again. I really don't. I want to meet Luigi. I must meet my darling Luigi. Come to the fountain in Poshley Heights for details. You know what? We will. We will take on this trouble, because it's the easiest one. So with that, we're also going to see... Oh, did you hear there's a incredible treasure hidden somewhere under this town? I'd still be worried what people tell you about it. It could be anything. A little late to the boat on that one there, buddy. What I am looking for is if the bad shop got anything interesting, and if our charlatan friend here... Hey, ho, I got all the hottest products right here. Look no further. You know what? I'm actually going to take that jam and jelly. Take this. I'll take the timing tutor for completionist's sake. The price of all the badges that they made cost 1 BP. I'm surprised it's timing tutor. Change my products from time to time. Come back soon, alright, my man? Ancient prophecy discovered. When the moon shines bright, the end will draw near. But what's the real news gotta say? Graffiti Corps. What's going on tonight? Is the man in the moon freaking out or what? Starstruck astronomer. You could say that, I guess. Anyway, Zesty, I need you to make a jelly shroom. Oh, you again, huh? You're looking to... Well, whatever. You want me to cook something for you, Mr. Clumsy Crush-A-Lot? Yep, let's use some 2 items. Use an Ultra Shroom, and we will use Jam and Jelly. Yep, well, I would like another Jelly Ultra, please. Wait a sec while I flex my culinary muscles. Doodle-dee-da-doo-da-da. I really do like the added animations they gave here. It's nice. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not entirely sure you'll like this, but... Here, go on, take it, Stompy. And you know what? One thing I want to try, because I know if you cook up a Whack-A-Bump, you get something good out of this. You gotta cook up your Whack-A-Bump. Yep. Let's see what you can do with this, because I know you made something decent with this. Doodly-doo-da-da. There we go. Sorry to keep you waiting. Looks like it came out perfect. Yum. Go on, take it, Stompy. There it is. A Zest Special. It actually heals less. It heals less than a raw Whack-A-Bump. That's actually kind of insane. I was expecting it to do just like 5 more or something. That's kind of disappointing. Oh shit, there's Luigi, and I'm surprised Bluey's out too. Hey, you, remember me? It's me, Bluey. Man, that last battle was hairy, you have no idea. I was burnt to a crisp. I'm actually kind of relieved, if you can believe that. Want the whole story, you should just ask Luigi here. Wahaha! I just realized, like, Bluey is a show these days, so, like, that name may carry different meanings to, like, younger people. You know what I mean? Like, the kids these days. It's weird. It's weird, like, when something else gets, like, popular, like, years down the line, and you see something else, like, from earlier. I know, it's just like a weird observation kind of thing, like how time passes, that sort of stuff. That's Luigi's blooper friend, Bluey. It's totally weird to find bloopers on dry land. Seems to be jolly to be fried to a golden crisp. Did something good happen? Anyway, Luigi, let's hear how your story turned out. Let's see, adventures, of course. Me, I'm done questing for now. Yep, I scaled Hate Song Tower the other day and rescued the failed Princess Eclair. That's one adventure I'm never going to forget. Nope, it was just too exciting. It was astonishing, bro. You want to hear what happened? It's a long story. Let's go to Hate Song Tower. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, and this part was just wild, but here it goes. Hillsong Tower stands atop of a jagged, unclimbable cliff beyond the northernmost sea. The winds whistle down the cliff, howling like banshees singing songs of hate. People say it's pretty much the scariest place in the world, and I had to go there. Blocking up the bone-chilling howls, I somehow managed to reach the tower's door. I was terrified, but the thoughts of Princess Eclair warmed my heart and gave me power. All my companions felt the same way. They were with me to the bitter end. The door to the tower swung slowly open to reveal inconceivable darkness. I tried to call Princess Eclair's name, but I couldn't breathe because, as I strained the eyes in the darkness, I saw the most terrifying beast of all. The Chestnut King himself appeared before me. He was monstrous and drooling. Bubbles of toxic goo dripped from his mouth, melting at the very ground at our feet. I couldn't stop shaking with the grit of my teeth and faced the evil beast dead on. I dodged the king's fangs and jumped onto his chest and gave him a hammer whack. My swing split the air and crashed dead center onto the Chestnut King's skull. Help power me up, bro. I was going toe-to-toe with the king and I was loving it. This is it, I thought. I can win this. I'll risk it all on my next blow. I gripped my hammer tight and waited for a moment. The tension stung me. Schwack! The ocean winds raged against the tower windows. With that sound as I called to battle, I advanced with no mercy in my heart. And then... I beat him. I defeated the Chestnut King. Even worse came next. A nightmare thing. But I beat it too. I rescued Princess Eclair, and it was all over. And then I came back to Roepark and had a light lunch. And that's about it. Huh? You think there's more to the story than that? Not at all, that's it. That's the whole story of the quest for Princess Eclair. The end. My adventures won't end here, bro. They'll never end. Want to hear about something else? Yeah, that's good. You want to hear what I've been up to? Just come and find me, okay? I'll be around. Something tells me we're gonna have to read the novelization of Luigi's Adventures. Damage dodge, pretty lucky P. Damage dodge BFP drain, last stand. A fire drive. Nothing really in here. You know what? Let's see what I can sell. Let's sell a Sleepy Stomp. Really don't need a double of that. Don't need a double Tornado Jump. And I'll sell another Ice Smash. I'm not gonna get rid of these duplicate power pluses, FP pluses, or these defense pluses. A little disappointed I didn't find any more close calls. I'm good here. So with that, there's also Luigi's novelization. I'm gonna need 128 points for that Super Luigi 2. You wanna buy it, fella? Now if I come in... If I leave and come back... No, I guess I have to leave the world. Let's see... Let's go down to the Warp Badge. Or Warp Pipe. And now... back to Poshley Heights. Hello, so accept my request for trouble help? Thought maybe it'd be Luigi. Oh well, so could you bring him here maybe? I'm a huge fan of his. I just have to meet him and... I'll give him a cake. I have to give him a cake. Hey, bring Luigi here. Got it? Do I have space for a cake? I do. I mean, I hate to do this to, I really hate to do this to Luigi, but... trouble's a trouble. And I've been mistaken for him once before. So we're gonna go to Equip Badges, take off the W emblem. I also love the fact that this quest exists just to hint at this sort of thing. Eek! I can totally tell! I've never met him before! I can absolutely tell you're the real Luigi! Ah, I knew it! This is so cool! Oh my gosh, what should I say? I'm totally freaking him out! I'm freaking out Luigi! Oh no, what should I do? Oh, right, the cake!
When I make this to a loss, but Zesty did a great job on this one. Here you go, Mr. Luigi. Please take this.
You got a Choco Cake. Which is 5 HP and 15 FP.
Hey, bro, why are you dressed like me? Hey, who do you think you are, you filthy imposter? Police! What? I'm no imposter. I'm Luigi. Hey, say something, Mario.
Really? Really, Mario? You're not even gonna speak anything? Really, my dude? I honestly forgot how this quest, boiled down. I am genuinely surprised Mario doesn't, say a damn thing at this one. Just kind of gives him a side glance. Like, ouch.
Ew, 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 how dare you speak to Luigi? You liar. You Luigi. I'll never be Luigi, no matter how green hats wear. Now stop interrupting our special time. But I'm pretty sure I'm me. This is a nightmare. A bad dream. I won't believe it. Wake up, Luigi. Oh, no. What have I done? You've seen such a horrible side. Oh, wow. No. Oh, no. What have I done? You've seen such a horrible side of me. The worst side. Don't worry about it. Okay, thanks really, Luigi. You're so sweet. Thanks for coming today. I'll always treasure these moments. Always. So please, come see me again, okay?
I can't believe Mario just strung his brother up like that. Like, wow. Wait, we're gonna go back to Acquired and go back to our regular Waluigi duds. With one trouble solved, I get the feeling for the last trouble I want to try to look for. It's going to be... it's going to be finding Gold Bomb. Really don't want it to be that one. Well, we just conned our brother out of cake. Very, very disappointing. Do we have... There we are. Super Luigi book number 3. This one's bestseller. Buy this. Head back out again. And then we're going to take on Gold Bob's trouble, because last thing we need to grab is... we need to find the trouble that gets us the last card for the parlor. And knowing the game, it's probably going to be Gold Bob, because he's rich as heck and will probably have it. Bob can't speak. Delivery, here we are. It takes time to General White. Please come get it with all speed. Meet me in Poshley Heights. Yes, I do. Do it and do it right. There we go. Let's see if I can go back and see where General White was. Below the new area, we can also get the other book. And I think this is Luigi's last novel once it loads in. Yep. You know what? At the very least, we can support... even though we just ruined Luigi's life for meeting a fan. Like, damn, Mario, way to do your brother dirty. That's just cold. That is cold as hell. Back to Poshley Heights we go. And... go up this way, let's see what we need to deliver. As knowing General White, he's probably off again. You know, I know I'm not doing myself any favors by not liking this game's backtracking and doing, like, the one side quest where, you know, backtracking is probably, like, at its worst. Wait, Gold Bob, we kinda need your help here. So, Gonzalez, how'd you enjoy your cannon ride, I'd like to go to the moon and look for some investment opportunities. Oh, don't do that with the moon. But enough of that, I need to take this to General White immediately. You got a package. I think General White's back in Far Outpost now. It's a bit far, but you can handle it. Now, unfortunately, I don't want to spoil the surprise. So we're gonna have to take a long way back to Far Outpost.
And it's a good thing these warp pipes exist, because otherwise, Mario would have had to take a 3-day train ride to come here. Like, just kind of imagine that. Like, every time you have to go somewhere, 3 days just to pick up the package, 3 days back to Rogueport, so that's a 6-day round trip. Then you gotta go to Far Outpost, which, who knows how long that would take. Like, in-universe. Then you gotta go to all these other places. If it's, if you have to go to Keelhaul Key, and you're doing that by boat, then I think it's like a 2-day trip, one way. So go there, find out he's not there, go back. So that is 10 days just to find the guy. I'm not gonna be a lie. I am not gonna lie, I'd be annoyed as heck. Hey, Mom cooked spaghetti yesterday. It was so delicious. Harper asked if we want to play soccer with him. It was so fun. And Dad said we're all going to take a trip together. I'm so happy. Oh, let me guess. Were you the guy who was writing the Super Luigi books? I was so happy once I finally made some solid travel plans. Imagine that. It's good to take vacations. Yeah, real good. I even got an idea for my novel. It's going to be the adventures of the guy standing right here. Mario, yeah. Fair eventually, I'll let you know. I'm not promising any royalties or anything, though. Oh, jeez. Thanks for that. Ouch. Oh, well, I suppose I made enough coins with, you know, oil, shop, and whatnot. Playing near any greats? I asked Mario if he wanted to play soccer with me, and he was so happy. If I don't make him happy, we'll have asked him sooner, you know? But since I didn't, I'll just play with him that much more from now on. How's our lotto numbers looking? Happy Lucky Lottery, all numbers match. Guess what the number is? It doesn't match with lottery. 5830. Sorry, it's an unlucky day. Your ticket isn't a winner. Every day brings a new chance, so try again. Yeah, no, you can keep the mushroom. Don't really need it. Guess what? I made a big spaghetti dinner for my kids yesterday. They were so very happy. It was great. I felt, I know, motherly. Get my smiles. I make dinner for them more often. Just looking up, coming here to check the high score pretty often. Yeah, no, you need to get your gambling problem under control. Okay, back to Far Outpost we go. Oh, good. You know, I find, like, Yoshi... I used to, like, use my ear, like, judge distance for, like, Yoshi's little flutter. But since that's not there anymore, I find it very hard to, like, its old sound. So I find it very hard to, like, judge the distance of it. Like, it's weird. I tend to use audio cues a lot more than, like, visual cues when I'm trying to, like, find stuff. Or, like, try to do stuff. Oh, okay, fine. I guess he really wants to fight us. Okay, let's try just doing a little multi-bounce. Yeah, that sounds about right. Just a quick mop-up. But hey, at least we have more than enough coins. Yeah, I think at this point I have pretty much all the items I'm really gonna want. I can just avoid this. There we are. Okay, Merritt, where's General White? Gun will not be filed until the day we've been waiting for comes. Still locked. The one door we'll never get into. I had such a nice big explosion thanks to you, Shapow. But I want to go to the moon poo, Shakraki. I want to blow up on moon, Shadu. You know, for a minute I thought that read as I want to blow up a demon. We only use beyond canon for peaceful purposes, Wapapu. There is more to the world than what we see, Shaboom. The truth is always beyond sight. Just like space itself. You know what, I think I like that guy. Can't put my finger on it, but I don't know, he seems oddly introspective. Huh? General White? He left it this morning. Wow. Yes, he said he was going to see the cola bartender or Rogueport or something. Of course, yep. You see, for shit like this, General White I think is my least favorite character in this whole game. For no other reason than I hate dealing with his backtracking. I really do not like dealing with Oh. Okay, fine. I guess we're fighting you now. You know what? While we're here, time to show off Supernova. Because I don't think I'm ever going to use this. Slice through the screen to do massive damage to all enemies. 6 FSP. Next to Sweet Feast, this is the most expensive special move in the game. Unlike Sweet Feast, it is infinitely less useful. It's also very hard to pull off. They actually... Oh wow, they made it easier. Because I remember in the original, I was trying to like tap the button as best I could. I could never pull it off. Just because it needed like a lot of mashing. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Move! I think we'll have filled it in the OG. But yeah, all that effort for a flat, solid 15 damage everywhere. Keep in mind, I'm doing that much per jump. For a lot less of an investment at this point. It just goes to show you how much, like, I think the developers expected you to get away with normally, and not with this build setup. Like, I don't think this level of nuttiness was intended. But, you know, I just did 14 damage to everyone on screen for 2 FP, or 14. And I can keep doing that with a heck of a lot less of a FP investment. So, as you can kind of see, it's, like, don't get me wrong, when you see that big number the first time, it's eye-catching. But doing this much damage just really, really becomes underwhelming. Because again, there's other moves that can do functionally as much damage as you would need. I don't think there's going to be many times where, in a casual playthrough, even ignoring what I'm doing right now, where you're going to need that much damage to everyone on the site. Where something like Art Attack or Earthquake will do pretty much all you need. So it's really, like, it is a big, cool, piss-off, screw-you attack. Like, it is just... if it's supposed to be like the fuck you, you're gonna die, everyone gets annihilated. But it's competing with two other... like, damage-dealing special moves. Which just already makes up half the special moves you have anyway. So it really just kind of, comparison-wise, kind of falls short. It does the most damage, sure, but I don't think you're ever going to need 15 damage on tap like that for that big of an investment. Just to be on the safe side, does Luigi still have books? Nope, that's all Luigi stories. So, where is the cola guy? General White? Yeah, I spoke to him just a second ago, actually. We're all buddies, he and I. I've known him since he was a little snapper that exploded over any little thing. And you know, it's the kind of guy who would bomb people for smiling funny. Still turned out to be a fine bomb, though. So we never did cure that wanderlust. Say he's off to Glitzville next. Get back pretty far if the guy who runs the juice shop there, too. So I'll give him my best. Still, it's nice to see, you know... I said before, once we finally see him, but... at the start of this, but it's nice to see references to other Mario games. We see people from the Mean Bean Kingdom. We see enemies that aren't as, you know, commonly used. It's just nice to get this level of, like, you know... It's nice to get this level of, like, I don't want to say world building, but development, you know? Anyway, let's see what that juice guy has to say. Battley ho. General White, he pounded 3 white chocolate coconut mochas and bolted. How the heck is that guy's heart? How has it not exploded? Like, I'm not a huge coffee guy, but like one thing of coffee, and I don't drink coffee often, only when I like really need the caffeine boost. Like, that's enough to get me going. 2 is enough to get me like wired. 3 or more, then I am just, you know, just a jittery mess. But like, holy crap, my dude. He drops it every once in a while.
Hey, you know that lady? Hey, and you know that lady in that black dress? I think Joe White has a thing for her, but that's just my gut talking to her. She's darn cute after all. Guys come in for more for her than the juice, I think. But just between you and me, one for admirers is Rock Hawk. Now I think of it, General Whitey said he was going to Far Outpost soon. But first he had to meet Gold Bob or something, or not meet him, or something like that. Hello again. Well, have fun, Jolene. Shit, I gave away the secret. Oh, well. Anyway, let's go back to see if we can find Gold Bob. At least it isn't as backtracky as it used to be. But, now that we look at it, I don't know, 6-day round trip. I guess the blimp ride would be a couple hours. And then we have to go back here, so that's another 3 days, so 9. The round trip to Glitzpit will probably take up a whole day to go there and back. So far I'd say this has been a 10-day ordeal if it wasn't for the work nights. Like logistically to mail a package, like you better get paid like a good chunk of change for that. Oh, Gonzalez, your one was just here a moment ago. But you have the thing I want you to give him. What a rotten bit of luck. Say I head back to Far Outpost. General White's a fine bub-on, but he does tend to wander. And once he's asleep, he's near impossible to wake, don't you know? Told him to stay out and stay awake, so get over to Far Outpost. Sorry about that. Well, back to Outpost. Good thing we have Yoshi to make the fast travel a bit better. You know, there's probably a mod somewhere for like Mario World, or one game that has a rideable Yoshi that just kind of stretches Luigi over top of Yoshi's like sprite, or, you know, does like a sprite replacement or a model change. And honestly, I'm not sure if that is something I would pay money to see, or if that is something that is genuinely horrifying and should not be witnessed, and I can't tell which is which. Now, let's get back to the North Pole again. And I don't want to head back down to the Thousand-Year Door just yet, because as soon as we go down there, everyone here knows it's the endgame. That is where things finally cap off. Okay, good, we got that. Nice. And this accursed frigid run. Now, speaking of like accursed, like snow and all that sort of stuff, it's kind of... This year just kind of like blew by. I can't believe it's already August. Like, this year's been incredibly fast. Nope, I am not getting cut off by that thing again. You can leave me be. You can leave me alone. You can also leave me alone, and there, back at Outpost. So yeah, I'm gonna say conservatively, this entire ordeal, if it wasn't for warp pipes, would, in universe, take around 11 days. If you want to assume the trek to Far Outpost is a day all those times. General White said he'd sleep when he returned, and he still sleeps. Look out. Okay, let's do this song and dance again. Come on, up and at him. Yep. You know, I think, in reality, the programmers just really liked this sequence, and it was very difficult to program in, so they want to do it twice. I think that's the whole reason why General White's little odyssey here is still, like, done up. Counting sheep, but running out. On my own, here we go. He woke. Nah, he's still asleep. Sleeping like a stashed baby. Again, I love the little crinkle they added with this, though. It's still a little, it's just a little nice. Okay, up and at him. Oh yeah, no, we'd also have to go back to, Poshley Heights just to get the reward. So this would be, conservatively speaking, a two-week trek to get this guy's package in. Need something. What? A delivery? From Gold Bob? Came all the way to bring it to me? Well, thank you for that. I'll take it off your hands. Ah, yes, well delivered. So go fetch your reward, I assume. Say hello to Gold Bob when you see him. Well then, perhaps I'll go check on Big Bob. Yep, do your cannon checks, you crazy stash. A bomb, you. Yeah, no, then it's another 3 days. Hold on. Yeah, no, dang, hold on. That is... Peace of mind's all thanks to you. Hut, hut, I am so grateful. So, to go get the quest, 3 days down there, you go head off somewhere, 6 days back, go down to Rogueport from the station. Excuse me, I'm trying to do a logic puzzle here. So yeah, no, it's 3 days, so 6 days there and back, about half a day to the station. He's in Glitzpit. Glitzpit's a few hours, so we can easily chalk it up to about a day's worth of travel between going there and back. Then... Ah, shit. So then, after that... we have to then go back up. Go back up to Poshley Heights. So that's another 6-day round trip. Far Outpost again. No, 6 days first. Then we gotta go check to see if he's in Far Outpost. So I'm gonna chalk that up to like maybe a day's worth of travel. Head back to Rogueport. Rogueport would then... easy to go from there to Glitzville, then back. So that's another day. That's 3, 6, 7, up to Glitzville, 8. Then we go back to Poshley Heights, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Back to Far Outpost, we can consider that a day's trek. 15. And now we're on our way back for another 6-day round trip. So yeah, if the warp pipes weren't, you know, weren't a thing, this would be a 21-day worth of work to track this guy down, deliver the package, and then get the reward. Like, that is a solid month's worth of work. Like, holy crap. And that's for one guy, too. It's not like it's broken up between by a bunch of different people who are, like, in the area or already running a network. Man, that's insane. Yeah, no, just... Ugh. You see, it's a good thing this shit doesn't take off in real time. Finally back to Poshley Heights. Now this reward has better have been good. I swear, if this is like a joke trouble that only gives us 3 coins and not one of the cards for the Pianta Parlor, I'm gonna be very disappointed in myself. But I think that should be... I think that should be the reward, because again, we're at the final strip of the game, we're still missing one. And typically the card rewards typically either involve like main story characters or tend to be a good chunk of change. Finally found him. I see, and he received it. Good, thanks Gonzalez. Here's a reward. 64 coins. Okay, I picked the wrong trouble. Great. Oh, don't tell me it's the businessman one. Yeah, it's my other least favorite one. It's the businessman one. So yeah, no, that kind of bit me in the arse. Yeah, no, we gotta go back to the Trouble Center. Great. So, 64 coins. I don't think that's a good payout. Especially for like that many days worth of work. I don't know what the going rate for parcel delivery is, but I think that seems kind of low to me. Yeah, no, oof. Let's try... Let's try the one I was hoping it's not. security code. Got the code to my briefcase. I'll be sacked for this for sure. Me from the hot dog stand in Blitzville. Yep, we're gonna take on the Business Rat's trouble. Hopefully it doesn't have, you know, that, you know, nitro honey syrup or whatever it was that would, you know, cause another sticky demise. Wait, time to take the other work path. Blitzville, this is the spot. Now we will plop this out. Okay, buddy. I took your trouble. Ah, you're that fellow, so you're the one that accepted my request. Here's the thing, I forgot the code for the lock of my briefcase. The prototype of company's new products inside. This is a big deal. If I don't figure out how to get in that briefcase, I'll be sacked for sure. That briefcase code. See, I'm a real chair fanatic. Yeah, like anything you sit on. Some of chairs the houses I've visited on business is the code. Don't judge me, I know it's weird. You gotta visit those places and count the chairs. Code has 4 digits, so here's the location of the chairs. Let me grab a pen and paper real quick. Or a marker. I'm really not picky at the moment. Whoop. That was the sound of something falling over. Okay. Okay, I got the paper. Let's shoot. Coop's house in Petalburg. You see, I just wish I could ask Coops. Wait, why were you there on business? Why were you at Coops' house on business? Flurry's house in Bogley Woods. Okay, I could kind of see Flurry's making sense if it was, you know, like back in her acting days. Yeah, this is times I wish I could just straight up ask my party members this sort of stuff. Don Pianta's office. Of course, it's Toodle's house. God damn it. Try to avoid that woman. Okay. Oh, counter the chair plus garden. Okay. Now remember, a chair is anything you sit on. Okay, let's get the ones downstairs first, and then we go back to Pianta, then we go to Bogley Heights, or Bogley Woods. But yeah, no, Toodles is rich, makes sense, for it was a famous actor. Why Coops' house? Like, I know it's like a weird thing to be like kind of fixated on here, but like, they're places he did business in. I mean, maybe it's next to the mayor's house, and he just so happened like to be offered it? I don't know. Yeah, sorry for this sudden reunion to see your son on our adventure. How many chairs are in your house? So anything you sit on, so there's 2. Yeah, just 2, okay. Yep, no. Wait, he also meant to just doing a deal with Don Pianta, like the mob. Like, straight up mob okay, okay. He rules like half a rogue port, and it's probably like the main leader of everyone there. Fair enough, I guess. Yep, back to Bogley Heights. But still, like... Yeah, hey, Coops, did you know that there's like a 1 degree of separation between you and the head of the mob? Like, before we did this? Like, wow. Okay, like... Again, why Coops' house of all... I know I'm hung up on this. Like, I can think of a reason for everyone else except Coops. Wait, is this Toodles' house? Okay, yes it is. So let's count this. Chairs in her garden. So there's 1, 2 for the stool, 3 at the table, 4 at the table. 4 at the table. 5. Is there anything in the back here? No, okay. 5 here. Now we gotta go back to Don Pianta. Or you know what? Ah, screw it. Let's do Boggly Woods. At least the lounge music remix of this is pretty good. Like, I'm always down for a bit of lounge, you know. A bit of brass, a bit of, you know, upright bass. No, it's nice. Yeah, you know what? We'll go to Flurries, actually, because at least this is here, and we can take the blimp back to, we take the blimp from, Don Pianta's office. And this is a little closer. Just a little. Go this way. And then... You know, I just realized how many, like, end coupons I never picked up. Oh, right, I forgot they added you here. Yeah, no, I forgot you were here because there's, like, no good shop in the middle. Honestly, that is a good addition here. Okay, we'll go up here. Oh, shit. You know what? Is there... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, this is the one I already got. So that little secret from Wonky... Not much of a help anymore. And... There we go. There's Flurry's house off in the distance. So a part of me wonders if the Clouds would, like, ever actually leave Flurry alone. Because, like, I know, it's Clouds versus a Wind Spirit at that point, like... It seems like a losing fight waiting to happen. One quick saunter across here should do it. Okay, Flurry's house. So there is... 1, 2, 3... I've actually never been in Flurry's room. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7 if you count the bed. Oh, she even has one of those neat carpets. Okay. So, 7 if you count the bed. 6 if not. It's like, she can sit. A chair is anything you can sit on. Like, okay, I don't think it was that literal, because, like, you can sit on, like, a shelf if you want to. Honestly, this is probably the most fitting badge Flurry could have. To Super Appeal P. Like, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. She is, of course, you know, she's an actress. Of course she'd be used to, like, taking the stage. Like, that makes a lot of sense. Down we go. No, that's left is Don Pianta. Just ignore us, please and thank you. You are not worth the fight. Not because you're too strong, but because you're not worth the EXP. Gamer. Unfortunately, the weakest part of the game is, of course, the fact that, you know, a lot of troubles are a lot of backtracking. I mean, there's side quests. You really don't have to do any of this. Like, the most, like, yeah, you don't even need to do the 100 trials. Especially in the remake, since you have a lot more inventory space at the start of the game. It's an extra 5 item slots. So, like, you can get by this game doing none of this stuff, but, again, you do miss out on a party member. So you miss out on Miss Mouse, which is at least another truck down to Hooktail Castle. Anyway, up we go. Okay, let's visit the Dawn. The Dawn of Untimely Demise. And with that... that should be... nearly everyone for his briefcase. So, 1, 2... really, just 2. The Dawn stands all goddamn day? Dang. So it's 2, 6, 2, 5. 2, 6, 2, 5 to get into the highly confidential briefcase. Well, hopefully this gives me what I'm also looking for, because if not, I'm just going to be more and more and more disappointed until I'm going to look up to double check. Just gonna go on another blimp ride. I mean, traveling by sewer pipe, it's convenient, I guess, but... I mean, it's not fun. Thank you, sir. Yo! I'm surprised. That was a literal what the hell kind of search. Like, if it's big and long, there's probably something hidden here. Up we go. We're just gonna skip this because I just want to get inside the briefcase, man. I want to see what you're dealing with, man. I want to see what your deal is, my dude. Sure thing, chair guy. How many wonderful chairs were in Coop's house? 2. Chairs were in Flurry's house. 2 more. 2, 6. Now, third number. Rebel's chairs. Last number. How many incredible chairs were at Tool's house? The heights 2, 6, 2, 5. Ah, it opened. Yes, thank you so very much. Maybe I can keep my job. Try to remember it from now on. Hold on a sec. Write it down in a secure location. Excuse me, good sir. What? Oh, Hoggle was the business partner. Sorry. We're going to combine my company's favorite hot sauce with the stand's hot dogs. We're going to call it the hottest dog. I'm sure it'd be a hit. Huh? I shouldn't give up so easily? Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay, I'll do it. Just have to convince the hot dog guy. I'm on it. I won't leave this place till I convince him. Oh, thanks for all your help. Here's a reward. What? Oh, it was the frickin' hot sauce. Tons of stuff. Well, at least it opens up a ton of cooking recipes. Never did show off the space food yet. No. Yeah, no, it charges you up a bit, which is nice. But now, I'm actually at a complete loss at this point. What is the last, like, what is last trouble? I'm actually gonna look this up. Okay, let's double check this. Of course, okay. It's the last person I want to help. It's Toodles' trouble that I gotta take up. Okay, let's try this. Take 3. Take 3. Let's find Doodles' trouble and then do what we need to do with it. Okay, so if we go through here... Hopefully this doesn't have any more backtracking, but honestly, I was on the right stretch of the road. I went for all the rich people. Yeah, I'm doing all the rich people's trouble so I can help feed my gambling addiction. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. Okay, let's help Toodles. Well, magazine's a Miss Julian. I need it back now, rather quickly. Please make my vacation home in Poshley Heights. Would you, you wonderful trouble solver? To return my magazine to me, I'll think of a member's card for PMTTYD. Yeah, I should have known. They do normally say they'll give you a membership card if you pass it. Anyway, let's go and... Starters. Talk to Jolene. Or not Jolene. Talk to Toodles. Ugh. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I cannot. I don't care how elegant she tries to present herself. The moment that you go for only, like, world champions and whatnot, which, hey, if you know your type, fine. But at the same token, it's kind of like... I know, it's like being a, the best comparison I can draw it to. Imagine being, like, a really, really, really rich guy, like a rich older guy, who only goes for, like, I don't know, world-famous gymnasts. Or, like, top Olympian ballet artists, or, you know, anything like that. It's just kind of, it's, like, weirdly off-putting the more you think about it. So accept my request for aid, didn't you my little trouble, you delightful man, you? You decided very much that I want to read a magazine I lent to Jolene. She lives in Witsville, and that's very far from here, as you know. What you get for me, you resourceful wizard, you? Jolene should be in the promoter's office. Thanks, dear, you're fat. Ugh. Like, I don't get it. It's a magazine. There's probably multiple copies of it. And I get it. This game was a thing before, you know, internet was really major and most correspondence with, like, emails and whatnot. But I mean, couldn't you, like, I don't know, order a new one? Or order another you know, another issue of the same magazine? Like, why would you send someone to go fetch it from a person you lent it to, days away, probably for a higher fee than it would take to, you know, just mail in a new order of that issue? It just... Whatever, I'm getting paid for it. Besides, it's always nice to head back to the Blitz Pit. What do you gotta say? Champion, or I mean, former champion Gonzalez, why'd you give up the belt? Giving up the belt's like a water slide. What kind of swim trunks do you wear? What? Whoa, hold it forward, chap. Uh-oh, the flash out. Yeah, we're getting out of here before the paparazzi says anything. Well, Great Gonzalez, the ring will miss you. So glad to have met you. Gonna be a fighter when I grow up. Yeah, that way I can carry on the fight after you're gone, but... Great mustache, have you really quit fighting? Aww. You're ex-champ, right? Yeah, the Great Gonzalez. No for this, but Miss Julian's the fight promoter now. That business with her on down the hallway to the promoter's office, okay? Oh, are you planning your comeback? Because that'd be awesome. Neat, but not the reason why I'm here. This is a locker room. This is a minor league rock pool pub, so you can't... I still love, of all the things to add to these guys, they gave them a limbo. Jolene's room? Oh, it's you. You're gonna fight again? That's great. Hey, go run in, okay? Our new promoter, Miss Julian's right inside. Nah, sorry, I'm just here. I'm not here for a comeback. Yes, who is? Let's customary knock before entering. Oh, why? It's the Great Gonzalez. It's been so long. How have you been? Let's tell you, we've seen a big drop-off in town since you returned the belt. As a touch word, our financials didn't look good for a while, but... Luckily, Rawkhawk has made a dramatic comeback and is reigning supreme again. A whirlwind of activity since I became a promoter. Wait, just a moment. Are you back to fight the Great Gonzalez return? You must be, right? Yes, you must be. Come on, tell me it's true. Wait, what? No, what, you want me to You want to retire battle again? I always knew this day would come. Wait, no, not quite what I was looking for. We'll just find your old registration so we can... Huh? Wow, you must be really desperate for fighters. Oh, ouch, I'm so sorry, but all the records of you seem to be gone. Now, Grub will probably wipe them. So our only option is, sadly, to start in the minor leagues again. Sorry. Sorry, but rules are rules. We can't bend them even for our next champ. I'll just go ahead and put you as a minor league fighter then. If you want to fight, you know the deal. Use the locker room communicator. I'm going for the real rules again, of course. Bye for now. Okay, now that you've accidentally stripped me back into here, I'm here actually for Toodles' magazine. Alright, I'll return it soon.
I have to return it now, but that magazine. Okay, fine, give me a moment. Yeah, tell me about it, rich people. Cool. Don't get the wrong idea, more of this magazine as a promoter, that's all. You see what the fuss was about, it's not gonna follow fads or anything. You got a wrestling magazine. A magazine that Jolene returned, hand delivered to Toodles. I just want to stay on top of the latest trends, okay? I have no more comments. I really want to take that to Toodles. I mean, what can be so bad about a wrestling magazine? And yeah, you are a promoter. You should probably, you know what's going on here. There's nothing suspicious about that. Don't know what you're on about. Anyway, with that settled, we can now return to Poshley Heights. Nope. She got the wrong idea and then tried to put me back in the fight. But still, I still love the take they went with the music here. And with that, now we'll return to Poshley Heights by Pipe. You know, part of me wonders, like, if pipe transport in like the Mushroom Kingdom is developed enough. I mean, I guess these need the crystal stars to activate. But if it's the most efficient transport, I'm kind of surprised it isn't like the go-to, you know? Like some like Futurama like odd shit. You know what I mean? Like that zips you from point to point like incredibly quickly. And then I guess maybe, you know, the reason why like all the blips and whatnot are for all the places, you know, to slow down, enjoy the scenery, and, you know, have part of the experience, I guess, which, hey, people will pay money for. I think people will, like, pay good money to go on a ferry instead of, you know, over take a long way around. Did you get the magazine from Jolene, you wonderful man, you? Yep, here's a wrestling magazine. Yes, this is a magazine I went to Jolene, alright. You are a true hero, thank you. Here's my thanks to you. Finally, I can now do some more gambling. The magazine is very popular among certain celebrities. One who has been spotted in a cafe. Everyone who's anyone's been spotting it in a cafe with under one arm. Okay, good. I hope to never talk to you ever again. Goodbye. Now with that, I think we are going to check out the Pianta Parlor. And after that, we'll wrap up with Luigi's Harrowing Tales, and I think that should be it for the day. So, let's go gambling! Except, I think this one's more of a game of skill, so is it gambling if it's, you know, guaranteed coin outcome? I don't know, the new one's kind of ruined it. Now then... Now, I don't remember much about the playing game, paper game, and tube game. I remember fairly well. I cannot remember the boat game, aside from the fact that there's world rules somewhere. I generally do not remember what this does. Anyway, hello, Don. Oh, Mario, that card, you got a member card. Okay, I'll prepare the main game you play. How exciting. Okay, let's play the boat game. I think that also... This game will become a boat and dodge obstacles as you sail to the finish. You'll sail forward automatically, but you can lower your speed by tilting the left stick in the opposite direction. The turn will speed up during the second lap, so steer carefully. The faster you finish, the more pianos will win. By obstacles, however, you lose pianos instead. Don't finish the race in a minute and a half, it'll be a game over, so be careful, do it quickly. 10 pianos. Don't have enough pianos. Save up some and come talk to me. So let's head back out, and let's shell out some of our coins for tokens. Exchange one Pianta. We will exchange... Well, we'll do 150 for 50. BB. No, we're good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that Pianta changer would probably freak out a small child. I don't know, just imagine that thing just coming to life and just... Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to finish that train of thought. But then again, this is a casino, so I don't think, like, kids would be coming in here. I also don't get why it's, I also really don't get why... I was gonna say I don't get the whole city thing, but I mean...
It is like a mafioso-style casino, so I guess that's why they do like an inner-city vibe for the paint job. Okay, let's try to be fast about this. Okay, so if I... Whoa! Yeah, this is one I actually really don't remember much of. I wonder, if I get trapped in there and tap it at the right time, can I get a speed boost instead? Looks like I can if I time it right. Oh shit, I gotta do 2 laps. Yeah, no, so that's lap 1. So I already got all the tokens, so at this point it's just go as fast as you can. Okay. Yeah, I think this might be an easier way to get more money, because if you get the boosts right, you should be able to get more time. And we made our basic pianos back. Barrel bumps. Yeah, we still made more than our entrance fee. I'll try one more time. And then we'll trade our winnings and see... Well, see if there's any more winning trading prizes. And after that, we can talk to the Boo about her personal life, because of course we can. Grab some more of these. Part of me doesn't want to try the big, doesn't want to see if I get the big whirlpools, because I don't know if it'll be like a small boost or if it's straight like its own obstacle. Okay. Got 1, 2. There we go. Okay, we're making good time. I wonder if hitting the wall also counts as hitting an obstacle. Oh no, you can actually boost ahead with the whirlpools. Good to know. Okay, so I can totally see some speed strats being used here. And hey, a slightly new record too. Oh wait, I can jump? One more, why not? But if I can jump, that really changes things. Nope, that's just a little victory thing. I was tapping A at the right time. Go this way. And if you time it right... Oh shit, if I don't time it the right way at all, though, I'll sink, and I think that's game over. Okay, yeah, no, you can tell I won of all the minigames I've played. Boat minigame is definitely the one I've touched the least. I know, I don't know which one's the best in terms of payouts. I'm sure someone's figured that out, like, at some point. But which minigame is, like, you know, the most efficient time for money sort of thing. But I'm sure someone, somewhere, has figured it out. And, you know, has at least pieced together what's worth your time. Because even then, like, this is the only spot you can get, this is the only spot you can get, you know, some items, like cake mix. Like, I don't know anywhere else in the game you can get that, and that's crucial for a bunch of recipes. Plus, they also sell, again, some really good badges, like Danger... Or, yeah, like, what was it? Not Last Stand. Like, Mega Rush? What? You got another high score? Bit more about B. I just have my own place someday. Wow. Yeah, I know, living the, Yeah, a lot of people can say the same thing. My own place someday. I just want to be surrounded by cakes and cute stuff all the time. If I get all the people I'd like to hang out there, it'd be so great. Wow, that is surprisingly relatable. So I've got to work hard to make my dream come true. I kind of like wearing these kitty ears too. That's all for now. I'm feeling bashful.
And there are no more high scores to send out you after. Hope you're not spending all your time trying to talk to little me, Mario. I'm sure there are things you're supposed to be doing, right? Oh, yes, I just want to see if, you know, I need to see the lore. And I also want to see if there's any more winnings to trade in. There it is. So jamming jellies for 80 coins. Power rushes, multi-bounce, hammer throw, quake hammer, HP and FP plus. Honey money. Make more coins appear after battle. I didn't even know that this existed. It makes sense, but having 5 BP for this batch, I don't think it's necessarily worth it. I have enough power. I have enough power rushes. Refund can be useful, but I'll actually buy a refund. Just so I have it in my inventory for convenience sake. Power Rush P. But no, that money might be useful. I might be spending some more time at the casino, but I mean, at this stage of the game... Yeah, I know, but at this stage of the game, like, I don't think money is much of an issue. So it's nice to finally check out everything about the casino. Before we wrap up for the night, let's see... Let's see how Luigi's novelizations turned out. Here, party... Here we are. Super Luigi 2. Actually, let's sort by types. There we go. Super Luigi 2, Allies in Adventure. It's a little warm, Luigi muttered, the sweat dripping from his brow as he followed the compass up Rumble Bump Volcano's side. Must find the secret grotto. While Luigi had guts to spare, he did need a guide, and he found one in Bluey, a blooper he met in town. Brave Bluey joined Luigi and instantly proved to be invaluable. With his aid, Luigi bested a savage statue that protected the treasure. The treasure was none other than a piece of the marvelous compass, a piece that pointed west to Plump Belly Village. The second Luigi saw Plump Belly Village, he knew something was amiss. All was woe, and Luigi soon learned the reason why from the mirror. The town was at the mercy of a sinister serpent who demanded sacrificial lasses. Burning with indignation, Luigi formed a team of liberators. A fierce Bob-omb warrior named Jerry joined his crew, and chose, not surprisingly, to stick with Luigi for the duration of his quest for a Claire. Fortified by his allies, Luigi strode on into the lair of a beast, a foul twin-headed snake. No time to think, Luigi sprang forth. The twin head snapped at his heels, fangs dripping venom. Then, as one mouth gaped wide to swallow Luigi, the other crept behind. Our hero sensed the treachery and fainted before leaping. The heads collided, and the beast ate itself. The prize? A compass piece. The villagers begged their savior to stay with them, but a grim-faced Luigi pressed bravely onward. I'm sorry, Grimface and Luigi don't really belong in the same sentence, unless, you know, a grim-faced monster stared at Luigi, causing him to turn around the other way. You know, unless it's something like that, I don't think those words belong next to each other. Super Luigi 3, this month's bestseller. The voice of a princess. The dauntless Luigi's next test came in the form of a kart race on Circuit Break Island, where he won both the contest and a compass piece. The race was fraught with danger, but Luigi pressed through adversity to win. Wow. All viewers were awed by Luigi's revolutionary racing style. The mechanic who built Luigi's blazing machine, a buzzy beetle named Torque, was so stunned by Luigi's race techniques that he joined him. Reinvigorated, Luigi set sail to Jazzafras Town, where he made his stage debut. Hazy, a noted Daisy producer, gave Luigi a key role, playing the part of an Earth spirit. Yeah, I love the embellishments these stories do. I love how these little embellishments are all technically true. Yeah, Torque was stunned by Luigi's race techniques. Yeah, he was technically an Earth spirit for the grass. I love this little... Again, I love these touch-ups. It's fun. It is fun to piece together what happened between Luigi's, first-hand accounts plus these written reports. Hazy's faith in Luigi's natural acting talents were rewarded. The performance won a prize, which yielded another compass piece.
Hazy turned from teacher to pupil, joining Luigi on his quest. It was at this time that Luigi's heart, usually draped in the cruel comfort of a hero's resolve, began to experience warm thoughts of Princess Eclair. This came to be because every time the magic compass pointed towards a new place, her gentle words rang in his ears, touching him to his very soul. The voice spoke of eternity, of stars in the heavens, that what for those blind to love, it gave comfort in the face of fear and loneliness. Though he had never seen her, our hero was tormented by visions of this faint-hearted maiden. All he could do was press onward. The compass pointed towards rapturous ruins. Only 2 parts of the compass awaited, and Eclair had one. And now finally, the fan favorite. The Shards of Truth. Footsore and weary, Luigi finally found the rapturous ruins beyond the Grimble Forest. Within them, time and space were lost in nothingness. Within the pale emptiness, Luigi found a young sleeping boy. Our hero called out gently and woke the youth up from his long slumber. My name is Cranberry, and I waited for you for the last 1,000 years. The boy went on to tell Luigi the secret truths of an ancient land. He said the marvelous compass had been crafted by the ancient Luth people. He used its powers of foretelling to rule the world. But the Luth Empire was then cursed by the compass and fell into ruin. The survivors had dismantled the compass and hid its pieces. Cranberry was the last of the ancient race. His role was to wait until one with a noble heart came to take the burden of the future. None but Luigi could have shouldered this weight. The boy gave him the compass piece and said, "Fear the curse, but you find your Eclair." Luigi accepted the part. The boy's words burned into his brain. His duty fulfilled, the boy began to fade into blank nothingness. As he faded from sight, a look of joy lit Cranberry's face. As Luigi gasped, both the boy and the ruins vanished, leaving our hero in a dark wood. With 6 of the parts united, the compass now pointed towards the final part, the quest's end, the Hate Song Tower. And then her voice spoke. Princess Eclair's voice begged for help from the boy, pleading for our hero. Luigi's heart reached a flame. And I think that's the last part until we beat the game. Yeah, no, until we beat the game, that's the last of those of the novelization. So with that, a bit of a shorter stream tonight, but we managed to get most of what we need to get done for the post-game. And, well, not post-game, end-game. And at that point, we are going to be headed off to our final part of the game. We're going to be heading off to the last chapter in the next part and probably beating Paper Mario Remake. And until we do post-game stuff, this is actually kind of what I'm looking forward to. It's been nice to replay this game. And again, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I'm glad it got a remake. Aside from some minor nitpicks, they got it right. Aside from the sound design, I can't fault the game. If you can't pick up a copy for the original, which I think its graphics held up really well, I've been pleased with this. I've been generally enjoying playing through this, and I'm glad to see that other people can finally experience this game. But with that being said, we're not at the end of the game yet, but we are at the end of the stream. I would like to say, for everyone involved here, thank you so much for watching. I'm always glad for people who have popped in, chimed in, or just, just took a cursory glance at what's going on. Fortunately, I do not know when I'm going to be streaming next. Probably sometime, not this week, but next week. And once we do, it will probably be enough time to wrap up the main game of Paper Mario 3,000 Year Door. So I'm going to be very much looking forward to that. But for everyone who, again, chimed in, watched, or whatever, you know exactly where to find me. And until next time, ciao.